in the finals. I felt super embarrassed in front of my hometown fans. I was a big favorite to win that fight, and
Section was shocking.
yeah, it was really bad. It was really bad. So I just couldn't function as a fighter.
Could you function as a person?
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, it's been a long, long time. In fact, if you want to be specific, if you want to be exact, if you want to be precise, it has been 327 days since me and my dad have done a live fight reaction together. The last time we did one of these lives for a fight was Naoya Inoue versus Louis Neary, May 6th of last year. So, guys,
we're here.
We're back, and it's good to be here. It's good to be doing these live fight reactions again with Pops. As you guys listen, he needs no introduction. Y'all know him. It's the one. It's the only. It's the untouchable. It's Pops.
Yeah, welcome to True School Sports. I'm glad to be here. Super chat. Give it a like. Do any kind of support for the chat. Appreciate it. My nephew Nico, I'm here. Love you. And let's kick it off, Brendan.
So listen, guys. Great card ahead of us tonight. You know, I know the main event is Mikayla Mayer versus Sandy Ryan, which is a good fight for the women. But if I'm being honest with you guys, I don't really give a damn about Mikayla Mayer versus Sandy Ryan. But I'm gonna watch it. The real main event to me is the co-main event. You know, Brian Norman Jr., Derrick Cuevas, WBO welterweight title. Really intriguing fight. You know, really intriguing fight. You got Bruce Carrington. He's due up any minute now. He's taking on Enrique Vivas, who's a come forward Mexican volume puncher. So it's a good night of boxing.
I think for Shushu, he's got to come out here and you're only as good as your last performance. I was just looking at his rankings right here. He's got great rankings. But what does it matter if you can't go there and like a Cuban would say? The Cuban say you have to have a good dance partner and dance a good dance. I want to see Shushu come in here and dominate this guy. Come back, get back to your status. I don't want to see you give me another disappointed fight.
Yeah, because you know, Shushu is like one fight away from a world title. You know, obviously he could fight Espinoza, but he could also fight Ball because he's number one of the WBO and he's number one of the WBC. So right. Fulton is in play. Espinoza is in play, but I don't even think Fulton's in play because there's a rumor out there that Stephen Fulton might be moving up to 130 to fight O'Shaquie Foster.
Ooh, that'd be a good fight.
So who knows? Who knows if it's true? Who knows if it's true? But either way, look, it's good to be back. Let's get into the comments. You know, shout out to everybody here who's rocking with us. Make sure you smash that like button. We got Eddie Morales. Eddie Morales says, let's go. The Untouchable is back. He says, Pops.
I'm back. That's right. I'm back.
And he says, facts, BT. We are not watching it for the main event. I agree. I'm not really watching this for the main event. You know, all respect to Mikayla Mayer.
In the women's boxing.
But I don't really give a rat's ass about that fight. You know, they're trying to use the whole drama. She put pain on her, and Sandy Ryan is like, if I didn't have pain on me, I would have won the first fight. No.
Listen, that drama works. No disrespect. Works when women have that dramas all the time, so that's good for them. I'm more concerned with Norman.
Cuevas.
Cuevas we knew for a long time. Me and Brendan knows him.
We know Cuevas back. So funny enough, like we're probably the most qualified people on YouTube to talk about Cuevas because we know Cuevas back from his days when he was signed to Chris Lawrence and Heavyweight Factory. We used to watch him down in South Florida when he used to headline, and he had some duds. I mean, he had some really lackluster performances. They cut him because he lost his Argentinian journeyman. But in the time since they cut him in 2020, he's went on a 4-fight win streak, 4 knockouts. He seemed to have revitalized his career. So this is his big chance.
And I'll tell you more on Cuevas' side. My son always tells me this. He says that you can't just get in there based just on your talent and find. You have to have a good team, a good manager, and so forth. And I was watching Cuevas' interview on the Puerto Rican boxing channel. You guys can follow him, Boxeo Atlético.
Okay. Shout out to him.
And shout out to him. And he had a great interview with Cuevas. And Cuevas actually, it's like you said, when you're a boy and you mature into like a man, the same thing happened to Cuevas. I think he learned both sides. Like we're talking about both sides of boxing,
the business side, and
he sounds more confident coming to this fight because of the team he has. And you've experienced that with past fighters or recent fighters.
Plenty of fighters,
that you've been around teams and you see things and you see that plays a big part. That sometimes some boxers don't see that. So tonight, I'm going with the magic ball. Yes, I'm going with Cuevas, Puerto Rico.
You going with the upset?
Yeah, I'm going with the upset.
So
I lost a lot of respect for
so
Norman.
what you're telling me is
I mean, if Norman wins me by a little bit, but I don't think he'll dominate him. But I want.
So what you're telling me, Pops, is at some point in this live, we're gonna be saying Brian Norman Jr. exposed.
Yeah.
You think we're gonna say that?
Yeah, I just think, and I'm always, Pop's always wrong too. I mean, Pop's never perfect either. But I haven't gone with a lot of fighters from Puerto Rico, but I think the maturity level, the opportunity Cuevas got, has shown me that he's ready to take this big fight, this opportunity that came to him. Now, the other side, Norman didn't do that. Norman had a bigger fight before this. You all know who that was, okay? He had a better offer from Boots Ennis. He didn't take that. So for me, he took a step back, and I'm not too fond of that. So wish him the best, but I got it right with Puerto Rican, el Boricua de Puerto Rico.
Now, funny enough, guys, I'm gonna get some comments here in a second, some more comments here in a second. But hold on, let me see. Where's the? Hold on. All right here. So I wanted to show you guys this because one of the other storylines going into the Brian Norman Jr. fight, and I wanna go to screen share. So we're gonna go to screen share. Mm-hmm. So you guys know I'm really tapped in with the Japanese boxing scene. You know, True School Sports, the #1 source for boxing in America, from an American. Listen, Jin Sasaki flew from Japan all the way to Vegas to go watch the Brian Norman Jr. fight. Now, as many of you guys know who followed my content in Japan, I had the honor to sit down with Jin Sasaki. I actually was telling Jin that this is the fight that he needs to go look at. And I was telling him that I think this is one of the best fights in boxing. I'll tell you guys this right now. I want Brian Norman to win because I want to see Jin Sasaki versus Brian Norman Jr. I think it's one of the best fights in boxing. People don't really realize it yet, but look, he's ringside. You got Jin Sasaki right here, right? And then to the right, you got his promoter and my good friend, Issei Nakaya of the Hachiochi Nakaya boxing gym. So they're there ringside, and they're there to scout the competition, and they're there to see what Brian Norman brings to the table.
Do you think that if Norman wins,
to be told, I think Jin, he better clean his defense up because I don't think he can take the punches he's been taking from Brian. I think Brian might get him.
But do you think that if Norman wins tonight, this will be the next fight for Norman? Sasaki,
I mean, it could be. It all depends on like if the Boots fight happens.
Right.
It all depends on if the unification fights happen. If not, I mean, I believe he's #1. That would be #1.
Wow.
So it's in play.
Yeah.
It's in play. But nonetheless, guys, we turn our attention to the first fight on the main card.
Hit that light.
Shushu versus Enrique Vivas. You know, Vivas, a very fun, exciting volume puncher.
I want Shushu to come in here.
My man David said, he said, what did he say? He said, quit hyping that dude up, Sasaki. He's exciting, but he will get chewed up. Listen, if he gets chewed up, it is what it is. He's an exciting. I like Jin. And I think he's good for boxing. I think he's good for the welterweight division. I want to see that fight. I think him versus Brian. Brian ain't exactly Pernell Whitaker. He gets hit a lot. Jin's not Pernell Whitaker. He gets hit a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's an explosive fight. But listen, we can't even talk about that. And listen, Shushu's fighting, right? So let's see what Shushu does. You got Enrique Vivas, volume puncher. This guy actually fought, I want to say it was Baez. I can't remember who he fought, but he fought somebody. And he was he threw like over like 1,300 punches. This guy is known for being a high volume fighter.
No power. Yeah, 12 KOs. I mean,
Mr. Ball says you put out some great content, man. Untouchable. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, Mr. Ball. Respect. Thank you for joining us, man. By the way, guys, smash that like button and let us know what city, what state you're watching from. We're from an undisclosed location.
Let's go, Shushu. Show me what you're all about.
Shout out to Mini Max, or I can't say it Mini Max, but Mighty Max Boxing. Max, he says, South Florida's OGs. What's up, man? Good to see you. Damn, I'm an OG now. I'm starting to feel old.
Well, you got the gray hair, yeah, like me. So
I got a couple.
For me, I don't know what you guys expect from Shushu, what you want him to do in this fight. If this goes to full length in a UD, to me, it's unimpressive for me from Shushu. Shushu's gonna come here and make the fans and rebound like you do in basketball. Get that rebound and slam it in. Do a slam dunk on your opponent. And you better do it soon.
Shout out to my good friend out in Japan, my boy Tahei Yamamoto, the translator. For those of you guys that enjoy the Japanese content, this is the translator, my boy Tahei. He says, yo, what up, BT and Pops? What up, Ty? Good to see you, champ.
Yeah.
Hope all is well out there in Kagawa.
Yeah.
Do you think Vivas might upset Shushu? No, I don't think he'll upset him, but it's possible. I mean, if Shushu's problem when I watch him fight is, Top Rank is smart. They know what style to not put Shushu in the ring with. I don't think Vivas is going to come forward, and he's going to be the kind of fighter that Shushu can keep in the mid-range and get extension on those punches. Shushu struggles with boxers. A boxer will make Shushu reset. Anybody who can move and box will frustrate him. So, like, this guy ain't that. But we'll see. Here we go. Round 1. Bruce Carrington, Enrique Vivas. It's your boy BT, Brennan Taylor with Pops, the untouchable True School Sports Empire. Shushu in the green trunks, Vivas in the white trunks. Shushu shoots the jab out there that scores on Vivas. Vivas in the high guard, throws a little touch jab to the stomach. Right now, both fighters are occupying the center of the ring. Vivas double jabs. The second jab lands. The first one misses. Shushu comes back with a jab to the stomach of his own.
Yeah.
Shushu with the jab to the head. Vivas presses forward. Vivas closing the gap. There you go.
You seen Vivas fight before, brother?
I've seen Vivas fight one time. I can't remember who I seen him fight, but he's gonna. Right now, he's not really throwing a lot of punches, but he'll up the punch count as the fight goes along. Shushu has to make him pay early to keep him off, because if not, Vivas is gonna keep coming.
Talk about to get any respect. Yeah,
good uppercut there from Shushu. There you go. Good left hook to the body and then an overhand right from Vivas. So far, Vivas having some success backing Shushu up. Shushu looks like he wants to stand his ground and trade.
Yeah.
One thing about Shushu is you don't want to let this guy get a bunch of punches off, because even if you're blocking somebody's shots, the judges can.
Oh yeah, that's true. The judges can see what the action. Yeah, okay.
No. You have it.
No.
Okay, you're good. Guys, can you see us? It says the internet's not good. Let us know. I'm sure the internet is good, but it said that there was unstable connection. 1 minute and 10 seconds left here in the first round.
You can tell he likes Vivas likes to come forward and throw his punches.
It's going to like this the whole fight.
I don't think
Vivas hasn't even really got warmed up yet. Like, if Shushu don't knock him out, he's gonna throw 900 punches at least in this fight. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Is he a big favorite? No, right? Shushu?
I didn't look at the odds, but I would. Yeah, he's a favorite. For my bettors out there, do you guys know what the odds were for Shushu versus Vivas? Because nice uppercut from Shushu. Oh no, the internet's good. My phone is shipping.
Oh,
okay. Last 20 seconds here in the second round. Oh, good left hook there from Vivas.
I can see why he.
Vivas left hook to the body.
He went to probably a lot of fights on points. I'm talking about Vivas.
That good jab there from Shushu.
Vivas, because he's come out. He doesn't just sit back and wait for Shushu to throw. He tries to force the action himself, which is pretty good.
I'll be honest. I mean, if Shushu wins, it's good, but I'm kind of disappointed at the matchmaking from Top Rank. Because what the matchmaking tells me, by the way, make sure you guys chime in as well. I want to hear your thoughts as well. But what the matchmaking tells me from Top Rank is that, because Vivas is not the kind of fighter that would give Shushu trouble. He's not.
Right.
Shushu has problems with movers.
Right.
Because Shushu want to plant his feet. He want to be the bully. He want to do all those things. Vivas is not that. Vivas is there to make him look good and keep him winning. That's what this is about. So if Shushu struggles with this guy, who's really like, he's a good fighter, but he's made to order for his style.
Right.
That tells me a lot about Shushu.
Yeah, and I will say, I will go along and say what you say. Nobody's the best in the business in matchmaking than Top Rank, and they carefully match their fighters how they have to. And for Shushu, and I must say it too, it's a confident builder for him. His last two fights, to me, went the best. So he's got to come out here. If he don't take this guy out, in my opinion, and that's just me, by the 8th, 7th round, you got to take a UD. It's not a big win for me for him. He already. Yeah,
Mr. Ball said that Vivas was a plus 800, so he's an 8-1 underdog against Shushu.
I was reading the odds. Now I understand the odds. You've been telling me the right way.
Yeah.
A plus means if you bet 100, whatever the plus is, you get that.
Yep, probably 100. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. Pop.
I'm gonna get it. I was gonna bet on the other fight, on the Norman Cuevas fight.
So round 2, I think who did win that first round, Pops? Vivas or Shushu? I think Vivas might have nicked that first round.
I think Vivas got it. I think he threw volume-wise with punches. I think Vivas did.
Shushu so far here in round 2. Shushu's doing a lot more moving.
Yeah.
He's moving around a lot more, using the ring, making Vivas come to him. Good uppercut there from Shushu.
It seems like Vivas doesn't get
Oh,
tired.
good right hand by Vivas.
Doesn't get tired. He just comes to throw.
And then a left hook by Vivas. And then a right hand by Vivas.
If he had a little more power in his punches, he'd be something. I'm talking about Vivas. Combination he got.
So, you know Eduardo Baez, right? The one that fought Angelo?
Yeah.
Vivas fought Baez to a majority decision loss. It was a close fight.
Yeah.
He's also fought Ruben Villa. Villa outboxed him, and he fought Joet Gonzalez, and Joet Gonzalez outboxed him as well. So he's been at a good level, but
yeah.
Good left hook by Vivas. Oh my! And then a right hand to the head from Vivas. Vivas doing a good job. He's closing the gap. He's closing the gap, and he's just doing a great job on shoe shining Shushu.
Do you think Top Rank's going to continue to have the fights in New York just because he's a New Yorker?
Of course. Oh, left hook, straight right hand. Vivas is down. So that's why he's in the ring.
Yeah.
He throws a lot of punches. His head stays in the center line, and good right hander by Shushu.
Yeah.
He found the hole in the Vivas
He
defense.
let us know. Yeah, I'm from Brownsville.
Ooh,
oh,
uppercut, right hand, uppercut.
He tried to face it, but this is a tough Mexican too.
I think Shushu's gonna press for that stoppage here.
Yeah, what the hell?
Oh, straight left. 1-2.
Oh,
That little uppercut with Shushu.
Oh.
Left hook, right hand. Left hook, right hand. Left hook, right hand. Left hook, right hand.
Good night.
Vivas is staggered.
Yeah, get that. Come on, get that Brownsville ass whooping. Come on, tell me the real man.
Somehow Vivas just won't go down for the second time.
Ooh, yeah.
30 seconds left here in round 2. Uppercut with Shushu.
Oh.
Left uppercut with Shushu.
Oh,
left hook with Shushu.
Oh.
Another left hook with Shushu.
Holy shit.
Bruce Carrington is pouring it on. Right
Left
uppercut with
uppercut.
Shushu.
Yeah. I am that man. I am the one.
Double jab there from Shushu.
Brownsville, baby. I'm glad you did this, Shushu. Yeah, but I'm telling you what, he's got to have a tough chin.
Yeah, Shushu is sitting down on all these shots. He's sitting down on every last one of these shots, and Vivas refuses to get knocked out. He got dropped. Shushu poured it on, and it wasn't enough to get that second knockdown.
I'm trying to close the show, but hey.
So a 10-8 round there from Bruce Carrington. Shout out to my man Rico P. He says, salute BT and Pops from Tampa, Florida. Tampa, Florida in the building.
That's right.
Shout out to Tampa, Florida.
Shout out to all you guys. Hit that like button, super chat. Thank you all for being here.
And the tip of the cap goes to my boy Jesus M. He says, is Shushu avoiding Rafael Espinoza? I don't think he is avoiding Espinoza. He can't really be avoiding Espinoza because look at who Top Rank is making Espinoza drain a 130-pounder for his next fight.
That's crazy.
They're trying to build Espinoza up for the Inoue fight. That's why he's the co-main event on that card. So I don't think it's too early in the game to say he's avoiding him. I think, you know, if it continues with them not fighting each other, then you can say somebody's avoiding someone. But like he hasn't even been at that level as a contender long enough to avoid Espinoza's fight.
And I don't think that Shushu will back down from a fighter like that. He'll take that challenge. I mean, and I'll be honest with you, I thought after the last loss,
good jab from Shushu.
I thought that after he won last fight, they were priming him to be the next opponent for
Espinoza.
For Espinoza or even for Inoue. I'm talking about Shushu. I had my mind going that I thought for sure, but then he came with that disappointing loss.
I think he will fight Espinoza as long as Espinoza doesn't like lose to Edward Vasquez. Yo, I'll tell you right now.
That's a dumb fight.
And we're around 3 right now.
Yeah.
But before I get back to the fight, if Rafael Espinoza loses to Edward Vasquez, I'm gonna have a whole lot of shit to talk to you guys who keep saying that he's the best featherweight in the world. Because
didn't they say what's his name?
I like Espinoza, but I'm saying like
and Angelo locked him the fuck out.
Dude.
The Mexican
Venado.
Yeah, Venado.
He's fighting today too.
Is he? Yeah.
Today.
I mean, shout out to what I'm
And
saying.
that's it. Bruce Carrington gets the third round stoppage on Enrique Vivas. Vivas, you know, he brought the fight to Shushu, and Shushu found all the holes in his game.
Oh man, he's going off on somebody. Yeah.
And Shushu's saying Brownsville.
Yeah, that's my strap.
He said, "Get my strap." So he wants his title shot. So hey,
yeah,
Shushu, listen, Top Rank gave him the right opponent, the perfect opponent for his style, which I told you guys in the first round. Credit to him, he went out there and he did what he needed to do. We'll see now. I think if Rafa Espinoza does what he's supposed to do, and he beats up on Edward Vasquez, you should. I honestly think that Top Rank should do Shushu versus
Well,
Espinosa.
it should be. I'm telling. This will be a heavy favorite, right?
Or who knows?
Espinosa.
Or who knows? Maybe they wind up doing Shushu versus Angelo Leo. Maybe that's a fight they look into.
There's so many different.
I don't think
scenarios.
Now, I'm not. I like Shushu. That's a bad idea for him.
Yeah,
that's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
For him to fight Angelo. He better just go fight Espinosa.
And the crazy part is that people. Well, I mean, I know you guys on this channel always say, "Oh, we just sugarcoating Leo, this and that," but people don't know much about Angelo Leo, and that's why.
No. It's not even about Angelo.
Yeah.
If I thought that Bruce could beat Angelo, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
He ain't one of the guys that got it.
Yeah.
He's good. He's a good fighter, but
yeah,
he got some holes that he ain't corrected yet.
Yeah.
And Top Rank with their matchmaking, they're not giving him the kind of matchmaking to help to make him correct those holes.
Yeah.
So it is what it is there. Jesus M wants to know, BT, why does Top Rank refuse to have their title boxes unify the division? Well, look, man, you got Naya in a way who's gonna move up at some point this year to featherweight. He's the money man around these divisions.
Yeah.
Bob wants to build up all these champions as much as he can, so that when Inoue gets here, the fights are as big as they can be, so he can maximize his revenue. That's why they're doing that. I asked Bob Arum this question last June.
Yeah.
He said it himself. He said, "Why have?" It's ridiculous because I'm with you guys. I want to see Angelo versus Espinosa. I want to see Angelo versus Fulton. I want to see Nick Ball versus Espinosa. I want to see these fights too.
All the big names, yeah.
But he said it himself. He said, "Look, why have one guy who has all the belts getting the opportunity?
Yeah.
When all the guys
that's like
get the opportunity."
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Which is dumb because like Bob's trying to make it sound like he's this charitable guy.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, you ain't charitable.
No.
The reason he's doing that is because this is how Bob can control Inoue through the matchmaking. If he's got more champions, he can control what Inoue is doing.
I wish I pointed the point against them.
Yeah, that's why. That's what it is. Yeah, no. If you're a fighter who just comes forward and has porous defense, Shushu's gonna carve you up. Hold on, guys. Here's Shushu right here.
What Shushu got to say.
Here, Mark Kriegel is with Shushu.
Let's see what Shushu got to say.
Hey, kid, congratulations. You know, you just took out a guy who had never been stopped before.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First and foremost, I want to thank God. He gave me the victory. I had the foresight, and I just wanted to do it just into the ring, and everything was gonna be done. But I just definitely want to give a big congratulations to Vivas as well. He's a champion. He's never been stopped. He fought a lot of great fighters, and I'm just happy to sit in the ring with him.
What about all this talk? You haven't gotten a knockout since I don't know whenever.
Say it again.
You haven't gotten a knockout
since December.
Oh man, listen, bro. It is what it is. Every fight's not gonna be a knockout and everything like that. But I'm always performing and do what I have to do.
Describe what happened in there tonight, because it looked like he was rushing at you pretty hard. You looked very precise. You started with your jab, then your uppercut, then you started with the right hand.
Yeah, so what happened was, I just saw him opening up, exactly what I wanted to, and I wanted him to do. That was part of the game plan for him to just feel comfortable and to open up, and then I was just going to just get my shots on the inside and get him up out of there.
Listen, the sanctioning bodies can agree on nothing except that you're the best guy who doesn't have a title. Who do you want? Where? When? How?
Listen, man, I want all of the top champions, but I really do want to be specific when I call the people out. Nick Ball, yeah, I want that. WBC, Stephen Fulton, yeah, I want that. Let's get this working, bro. Let's get this working. I want to fight all y'all. Let's get it. I'm top 10. I'm top 5 in all of the sanctioning bodies right now. Stop running. Stop playing. Let's get this work.
You want the short guy? What about the tall guy who's under contract to Espinosa?
Oh, I'll chop that tree down too. I've been saying his name since last year. Stop playing. Listen, you gotta ask him the question if he wants to fight me. That's the real question. I've been saying I've been wanting to fight everybody. Let's get this work. I'm not ducking nobody. Y'all some champions. Y'all clear yourself champions. Come fight the best. See me.
You want to say? Because you're going good now.
That's that Browns dude.
Listen, man, I'm wrapping it up here. Just remember, you never want to miss the Shushu show because you never know. Let's get it locked in, baby.
Maybe congratulations. Enjoy this, okay?
Yeah.
Maybe go longer next time.
Yeah.
Bernardo, back to you.
All
right, so there you go. Bruce Carrington, he called out. Now, far be it from me, look. He called out every champion. Now, there was a name, guys. There was a name he didn't say.
Yeah.
He didn't say the IBF champion's name, so we'll leave it at that. But no, he called. Listen, he's been criticized. He's been getting criticized by Raymond Ford and Stephen Ford because they've been saying that he's not calling out Rafael Espinoza, which is not even true because he's right. He's correct. I remember being there. Rafael Espinoza fought Sergio Trino Sanchez last June. I was there. I covered that fight, and he showed up. He called him out right to his face. Yeah. So he's not wrong when he says that. I think Espinoza versus Shushu is a perfect fight to make next. And as long as Espinoza doesn't lose to Edward Vasquez. Obviously, look, he didn't call out Angelo Leo by name. Maybe he forgot. Maybe he just overlooked Angelo. Who knows? But
we already know.
I think Angelo Leo versus Carrington would be a great fight for American boxing. Those are two of the better fighters at featherweight. So I mean that's a good fight. Stephen Fulham versus Carrington is a great fight as well. I wouldn't mind that fight. At this point, look, I like Shushu. I'm with him. I want to see him get his shot. If the sanctioning organizations are in agreement, he's ranked in the top 5. He's ranked number 1 by 2 of them. Then there's no sense in waiting around. Make him fight one of the champions.
Yeah, you gotta. At some point, you gotta put all these fighters in the hot stove.
Yeah,
and get the fire going seriously to see who the best is of all the best.
David S says I'm gonna switch over to the zone card after the Brian Norman Jr. fight is over. To be honest with you guys, I might do the same thing because I really don't want to watch the girls fight.
Yeah,
I don't like I like women's boxing.
Nothing against them, but
because they have the Golden Boy called Zepeda's fighting Tevin Farmer.
Yeah.
So there's that as well.
That's
yeah. Angelo was ignored, but it is what it is. I mean, Angelo don't really be out here in interviews. Like he's not one of these fighters that over promotes himself, so it happens. He's not gonna start getting called out. Now, I guarantee you this: when you guys see what Angelo does at Tamoy Kameda on May 24th, a lot of guys are gonna start saying his name.
Yeah, I mean, to go back to Shushu, he's willing to do his thing, ready to fight anybody. Not ready to.
Hold on, Pops. We got a super chat. Shout out to Mr. Miyagi with the super chat. 20 pounds. Shout out to Mr. Miyagi. Appreciate you. He says, "What's up, BT? Much love for your work. Great from Bruce. Do you think he will trade like he did with the likes of Leo or even Espinoza? Also, isn't there a WBC interim in place? I'm still not quite convinced on Shushu yet." So it's a great question. I think with Angelo, I don't think he would trade because there would be so many different looks shown from Angelo. Like, that's the one thing I don't think people fully get is like that Angelo is not just a front foot pressure fighter. He can box. He showed that in the Minato fight and counterpunch. He's got a lot of different looks he can give a fighter.
Multi-skilled.
He's multi-skilled. Being a part of team, like knowing Angelo and being privy to talking about fighting certain guys. Shushu's one of those guys. Mm-hmm. I know what holes. Yeah. I listen. We've talked. We know what holes Shushu has. So I don't think he's going to be exchanging in this fight the way he would with Angelo. I think he would have to show a much higher level of IQ. So like Suleiman Tagawa, right? Suleiman Tagawa was a very, very tricky fighter, right? Counter puncher, boxed him, moved. He had some problems with that. Since that fight, if you look at the styles Top Rank has matched Shushu up with, it has been mostly guys that come and bring the fight to you, which plays right into his skill set. Right. So I don't think it would be the same kind of fight with Angelo. As far as Espinoza, I actually think Espinoza stylistically is a better fight for Shushu. Now, we don't really know what Shushu's chin is like because one thing about Espinoza that I think people overlook is Espinoza doesn't fight tall, and everyone talks about his height. Right, his height.
Yeah.
You know what the best thing about Espinoza is?
What?
It's his bone density.
Yeah.
He don't gotta hit you that many times. He hits you a couple times.
Get that heavy Mexican
you start getting
bone.
a bunch of swelling. You start bleeding. Get the fight beat out of you. That's what really makes him tricky to deal with. So I think the Espinoza fight's interesting because it will give us. We will learn real quickly what his durability is like. Yeah, but I think it's a better fight for him because Espinoza doesn't have as many looks as a guy like Angelo.
Right, like movements.
Yeah. So I think that's a better fight for him. So no, I think against Espinoza, there'd be more exchanges. Against Angelo, there'd be less exchanges, and he'd have to show a little more. But
we have to see the fight.
And then he said, "Is there a WBC interim in place?" They haven't ordered an interim title. I don't think he's won an interim title yet. if this rumor, because there's rumor that came out today that Stephen Fulton might be moving up to 130 to fight Oshaki Foster, which if that's true, I mean, let's see. Let's stop talking for a second. Put this on mute.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be good too. He moving up, challenging himself. What?
Let's take a look at the rankings real quick.
Get it.
I think this deserves gotta check the rankings real quick. So by the way, shout out to everybody here. Make sure you smash that like button. I want to answer Mr. Miyagi's question to the best of my abilities. So we'll go boxing scene, go to the rankings right quick. Let me see. So if you go to featherweight, where we at? Featherweight. Yeah, featherweight. So right now, Fulton's here. So right now you got Carrington is number 1. You got Ray Vargas, who's the champion in recess, and you got Carlos Castro, who's ranked number 2. Right. So I could see a scenario where maybe if Fulton moves up and that belt goes vacant, you get Shushu against either Castro or Vargas for the title. And if he can't get those guys, maybe they could do. I don't know. I feel like they should do Suleiman. I know this won't happen, guys, but I feel like they should do Shushu versus Suleiman Sagawa in a rematch because listen, Sagawa beat Shushu so soundly that Top Rank YouTube channel still hasn't posted the highlights from that fight.
Are we trying to find it?
You can find the highlights. They get done on Top Rank.
Yeah.
So if Top Rank don't even post the highlights on the channel, what does that tell you?
You didn't have a good show.
It means you didn't perform well enough.
Yeah.
So
that's what it means.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Ideally, I would like to see Shushu fight Espinoza. And if you know what? Oh no, I'm wrong. They're gonna do this fight right here, guys. If Espinoza, let's just say let's play devil's advocate for a second. Let's just say he fights Edward Vasquez, right?
Yeah.
Let's say maybe he wins and he can't make the weight no more.
Wow.
Let's say Espinoza says I can't make this weight no more.
Vacates.
So let's just say he vacates. Let's pretend that Espinoza vacates. If he vacates, you would get Bruce Carrington versus Louis Neri for the vacant WBO title.
Holy crap!
Because Neri just had his first fight as a featherweight.
Yeah. And
he just beat one of the Kameda, the cousin, Kiyonosuke Kameda.
Right. So
that could be a scenario. So there's a lot of scenarios in play here. But I think if Espinoza can make the weight, then you're gonna get Shushu versus Espinoza.
Yeah.
Which is funny, right? Because I remember when Espinoza fought, what was it, Sergio Trino Sanchez last June in Vegas.
Yeah.
I remember Timothy Bradley saw me. I was sitting at the food court because the food court is right near the Fountain Blue.
Right.
And I remember Timothy Bradley said Espinoza, who beats him? And I'm like, what do you mean who beats him? I'm like, there's plenty. I mean, there were a lot of guys I think could beat him. I was like, you got Angelo, you got Venado. Like I started naming guys. And then like what's funny is like Shushu just happened to be walking by as he asked this question. And he's like, I think this guy right here beat him.
Holy crap.
So hey, maybe Tim Bradley will be right. We'll see. But thank you for the super chat, Mr. Miyagi.
Thank you.
NPR says saludos pops and dímelo true school. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Foster versus Fulton is a really good fight. My thing is like, Fulton's been running his mouth a lot about the NOA fight. NOA's like, don't you want the NOA fight? Or maybe he can't. Maybe he can't make the weight. He's only fought a featherweight 2 fights. Maybe if he's having a hard time making the weight, to move up.
Yeah,
but
if you're not, I think
that's kind of disappointed me because I wanted to see the Fulton Leo.
You have an option to go up to if he can still make both weights. Go to 130, prove himself with Foster, and come down finish. But you got to do business 126 if you can still make the weight.
David says Espinoza elbows though. I like the guy, but he needs to stop that. Yeah,
he does.
He elbowed the shit out of Mauricio. They didn't call it either.
No.
QC said, "What's good, fellas? Good to see the game back together again.
You.
As always, much love and respect to the channel. Shout out to you out there in Australia. Hope QC. Hope all is well.
God bless you.
Yeah, I like. Look, far be it from me. I'm just a guy with a YouTube channel. I don't know nothing about boxing.
Nothing.
I can't tell these fighters nothing. Because even if I did and it was good advice, they would listen to me anyway.
No.
But if Fulton can't, if he's having a hard time making featherweight, which it sounds ridiculous because he just got the featherweight, he's only had 2 fights.
Yeah.
But if he's feeling that within his body, listen, people are getting mad at him because he said that he lost the NOA because he was weight trained. He feels that he wasn't his best self because he was weight trained.
So look, nobody no excuse.
Exactly. That's my point. If he
didn't feel that shit before he got to the fight.
But listen. If he's feeling that already, okay, move up. So because if you lose,
Yeah.
because if he loses, I don't want to hear if that guy right there does to him what I know he's gonna do to him in the rematch. I don't want to hear your wagering.
When you didn't make no excuses going into the fight, but all of a sudden when you lose, you want to make excuses. Nobody is entitled to any exception to any excuse. You got your ass kicked. You got your ass kicked. Move on.
I see where Sugar Nunez has to go to Japan to fight one of your boys. Yeah, Sugar Nunez is going to fight Masanori Rikishi. That's actually, people keep asking me, they're like, BT, what are the fights in boxing that really got you excited? That's one of the ones right there.
Yeah.
You know, Eduardo Sugar Nunez, to me, is the most exciting Mexican fighter in boxing today. Eddie Hearn don't know how to promote him, so that's why nobody knows about him. But in all of his fights, he putting him out.
Yeah.
And he's going to Japan to go fight Masanori Rikishi. So listen, Masanori Rikishi, slick, southpaw,
who your favorite
boxer. I go with Nunez. But man, I'll tell you right now, I'm kind of worried for anybody that has to go to Japan because there's just something magical going on. Everyone winning in Japan.
Yeah, Japan is like the Dominican baseball players in the Dominican Republic.
They're not losing right now.
Yeah, they're just on it. You know what I mean?
Rico P wants to know what chance do I get Terrence Farmer because that 700, that plus 700 looks really good. I feel like he can win the fight, but if he's not gonna knock him out, and I'm pretty sure they're fighting in. Are they fighting in Mexico? Because if they're fighting in Mexico, he can't listen. They're gonna rob his ass. I'm telling you right now, if they're fighting, I'm pretty sure they're fighting in Mexico. If they're fighting in Mexico, if the main event hasn't started already, he's already down 6 rounds. He's down 6.
Man, I got the wrong Cepeda mixed up. Didn't he get a bigger fight that he turned down? Cepeda was supposed to fight somebody else.
Yeah, Shakur.
There you go. So
and he's fighting Shakur Light.
So that's not another bullshit. So let's get it done. Let's handle this shit. Cepeda, I don't want to hear your shit.
And they gave.
I'm gonna give it to you. Take it like a man. You didn't want to fight Shakur.
And
I like Cepeda. I'm big on Cepeda.
All these lightweights.
I'm big on Cepeda.
When all these lightweights gotta fight Shakur Stevenson, they give you Tevin Farmer, right? Like I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. Right. Story time with True School. While we're waiting for Brian Millman and Derrick Cuevas, story time with True School. So I remember it was back in August. I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico for the Angelo Leo Venado Lopez fight. Right? It's the weigh-in. I see Brad Goodman, the esteemed matchmaker from Top Ring. Right. So he comes up to me. And he was upset about some things I had said in my video about Tevin Farmer versus Raymond Murataya. Because I thought Tevin Farmer got jobbed. Right. I thought he actually got screwed by the ref. And Raymond Murataya looked super regular. Right. But Brad told me, he said, look, because Raymond Murataya and his team, they was running their mouth. Oh, we want to fight Shakur. We want this. We want that. So Brad said, okay, I'm going to put you in with Tevin Farmer. You know, a slick southpaw. See how you do. Obviously not as good as Shakur. Right. But let's see how you do with the style. Let's see you in this test. And he flunked the test. And that's why he didn't get the Shakur fight. And that's why he's fighting Zaru Abdullah. So there you go.
He didn't earn it.
Yeah.
Talk all that shit and then he goes come through.
You know, and credit to Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer, in this comeback he's had, he had a reputation when he was champion back in the day at 130 for being a pillow-fisted fighter. Yeah. He's not like, he's not punching like, he's not better Biev or anything like that. Yeah. But he's not pillow. He got a little bit of pop. He put Cepeda on his ass in the first fight when they first fought. He had enough pop to keep Murataya at bay long enough to win some rounds. Yeah. He's got respectable pop as a 35-pounder. I actually like Tevin Farmer as a 35-pounder more than I did when he was champion at 130.
Isn't he much older now too?
Yeah. Rikishi versus Nunez is going to be a war for sure. It's listen, man. Mexico versus Japan is the best rivalry in boxing for me.
I love Mexico.
For me, everyone talks about USA, Mexico, Puerto Rico. For me, Mexico, Japan, it never lets me down. It ain't let me down yet. Like we had a Mexico Japan fight this morning. Right. We had a Masamichi Ibuki and Angel Ayala. Yeah. They went to war.
Wow.
Freaking 2 knockdowns in the first 2 rounds from Ibuki.
Old, yeah.
Ibuki got them bricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Haro, because I know you might be out there.
He told me. He called me.
I know you might be out there, Haro.
He told me.
You told me.
Haro said, I got it right, man. I didn't even watch the fight because I knew he was going to win. He said, when I woke up this morning, I looked and I said, oh, I told Brandon. I told you.
Yeah. So, shout out to everybody here. Yeah, he's got to knock him out. Basically, think of Cepeda fighting Tevin Farmer in Cancun as fighting Jaime Munguia. If Tevin Farmer wants to win for sure, he got to pull a Bruno Serraz.
For real?
He got to do what the French guy did.
Yeah.
Munguia.
Yeah.
Munguia is promoted by the same guy. Remember I told you about Fernando Beltran and Zambra Promotions, how like it's the most shadiest Mexican company.
Yeah.
Like,
and exactly.
So he need to win. He got to beat the shit out of of Zepeda. And if you don't do that, you're not winning. I don't know if I'm totally on Nunez yet. That Rakhimov win didn't age. I was like, oh, well, Sasaki will lose, and it'll be like this, and it'll be like that. And truth be told, like if he loses, he loses. Yeah. Like, who cares? I just want to be entertained, and I like Chibi Nunez. He brings that entertainment. He brings that thump, and I'll tell you right now, Masanori Rikishi is actually the brother of Masamichi Ibuki. I don't think he's ever won a world title. I'm pretty sure he hasn't won a world title. So look, he's trying to fulfill, like, Ibuki already done it 3 times already in 2-weight classes. Right. The brother Masanori needs to join the party. Yeah, join the party. And I think what Japan got 9 world champions now. So that's crazy. If Rikishi won that fight, or that is so crazy. Knock on wood. Yeah. If Kameda beat Angelo, that'd be 10 double-digit champions for boxing. For Japan in boxing right now.
Holy crap!
I like Williams Pena though. I don't like Munguia. However, I like William too. William's a good fighter.
I like him. I just thought Volume Puncher, good fighter, but when you turn that fight down, kind of pissed me off. Like, why would you turn that? Same thing we talk about the fighters. Newman, prime example, another one.
Who? Norman.
Yeah, Norman. Turning down fights, big fighter, a bigger fight that's better for your resume, I think, and legacy, man.
Well,
I don't understand.
Brian Norman. See, Brian Norman's only 24.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his dad. Well, I don't know about Junior, but his dad.
Right.
His dad has come from the standpoint. You got to understand Brian Norman's dad's position. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Brian Norman's dad was a fighter.
Okay.
And he was like one of these. You know how some of these fighters, they get thrown to the wolves.
Yeah.
He was one of those guys.
Okay.
Like they make. In fact, hold on. You know what? Just for educational purposes, let's pull it up.
Yeah.
We got time. Shout out to everybody here. Make sure you smash that like button.
Yeah, because I'm like, so you're saying
because a lot of people just see Brian Norman's dad and they just think, oh, this guy, he's one of those crazy dads. He's vicarious living through his son. No, he actually fought.
Yeah, so he knows what he's talking about.
He had 29 pro fights here. I'm gonna put a screenshot so you guys. I want the public to be educated when we speak about these fighters, right? So to understand why they turned that fight down, you first got to understand Brian Norman Sr. his career. So he had 29 fights. Right. Got knocked out 6 times. Right. 18-11. Right. And he fought some guys. You the fight fans will know. He fought Dominic Wade. He fought Edwin Rodriguez. He fought Fernando Guerrero. Mm-hmm. He fought Jean Pascal.
Oh wow.
He fought. Probably the biggest thing he fought was Jean Pascal. But see, his whole gripe, Brian Norman Sr.'s gripe, is that he got exploited as one of these guys that got thrown to the wolves so many times. So he doesn't want that to happen to his son, right? So I get it. Now, with Boots, they feel like, you know what, Boots is 27, they're 24. They feel like, you know, if Brian Norman could win a couple fights, defend that title a couple times, then the value for the fight is bigger. So essentially, they're betting on themselves.
Okay, I got you.
So it's only stupid. Mm-hmm. It's Angelo right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's Angelo right there. So I see Angelo ringside.
Miguel's on the other side.
Miguel's right there. But look, it's only stupid if Brian Norman loses. Mm-hmm. Now, if Brian Norman wins, then it's smart because right now, let's say I don't know what the numbers are, so don't quote the numbers. Mm-hmm. But if Brian Norman would have won the fight with Cuevas, and let's say maybe he does another title defense. Mm-hmm. So maybe right now they might be offering him, let's say, $400,000.
Okay.
He defend the title a couple more times and get a big knockout or two. Now he's making maybe $800,000, $900,000. He's making double the money.
But wasn't he going to make close to that when he fought Boots in the first place?
I don't know. I don't know the number.
I'm
just telling you. I'm just telling you how they're thinking.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying like
plus. Oh no, that was Virgil. I'm getting the August confused.
Okay. Because I'm telling you right now, that's what got me. Like, he could have made more money from fighting Boots. And I get what you're saying. They want to build it up to a bigger fight, so the more defense.
I wish they would just fight Boots, honestly. Like, I think they should have fought Boots. But I'm telling you why they're operating like that. Yeah. That's all I'm trying to explain. MEZBX says, Zepeda and his trainer are full of shit.
Wow.
They're talking about Panda, the guy Panda. Yeah, he was saying Shakur ducked him.
Oh yeah, Panda used to fight train. What's his name?
Matthias.
Yep.
Yep. Lord says, "Hey BT and Pops, it's a pleasure to join you. I hope you guys are well. Yes, we're doing absolutely exceptional now that people like you are here.
Thank you.
He says Norman was offered 1.5 million to fight Boots. Now that's now what's that at the taxes and camp expenses? 1.5. So let me see.
Probably 700,000 after all that.
Yeah,
I'm just guessing.
That's gonna run you probably about I would say. It depends. I mean, he's got what that girl Jolene Mazzoli, his manager. He's got Top Rank. He got to pay his dad. He's got taxes. So, he's in somewhere around 700K.
I'm just taking
so
a guess.
They probably feel like they want more. They want more. But you know what? Like his dad also did make a good point because I'm also a big believer in this, right? I'm a big believer in this. So this is actually where I might agree with the Normans. Mm-hmm. When promoters sign a big talent like a Boots, like a Boots, right? Mm-hmm. A guy like Boots, who everyone thinks is like the greatest thing ever, who everyone knows is a top talent.
Yeah.
If you really believe he's a top talent, then do what Tom Loeffler used to do with Golovkin. A lot of guys used to dub Gennady Golovkin back in the day. Man, Tom Loeffler used to go on the red.
Yeah.
He's paying these dudes $200, $300, $4,000 above market value.
Oh wow!
Just to get him in the ring because he believed in his talent. Right. So it does come down to a fact of, do you believe in your talent? If you believe in your talent, then you pay, and in some cases overpay to get any and everybody in that boxing ring. So I understand that aspect of it too.
Yeah, in that point, I have to go. I agree with you on that part. But I mean, who has really Boots fought besides who he fought? That's great.
Stanianis. He's fighting Stanianis.
That's it. Had he fought Norman, beat Norman, then fought Stanianis, it would have been more money for him, I think. So whatever. And they've made a lot of big mistakes with their money, their decision. So, but whatever. God bless them. Wish them the best. I just don't want to hear you tell me that Boots is this, Boots is that. All that Philadelphia smoke, all that shit.
Well, the good thing is, right? In a couple of weeks, Boots is gonna get a championship. Everybody knows about. He's fighting. Listen, you can't say.
I hate that.
Listen, you can't say. Look, you can't say. You can't say Boots isn't fighting nobody. He's fighting Stanianis. Stanianis is a good fighter.
Yeah.
So
finally,
if he go out there and he show it against Stanianis, then that's gonna be unified champion. Yeah. That's a feather in his cap. That's a step in the right direction. I ain't mad at that.
God bless him.
MECBX says Brian Norman can't sell out his living room. Get the fuck out of here. Hey. I'm not saying I'm not saying I want to see the fight. I mean, I'd rather him just fight, but I'm saying why they don't want the fight.
Yeah.
You know, and his dad trying to play hardball. Listen.
Yeah.
As long as it's only stupid. It's only stupid if he loses.
Because I don't think
if he wins, then he's okay.
I don't think Norman fighting Boots is throwing him to the wolves. Both good fighters. That's great. That's a great fight.
Listen, the dad is there with his son every day. Mm-hmm. So if he feels like it wasn't the right time, that's his prerogative.
Yeah.
Now, if he go out here tonight against Cuevas and Cuevas knock his ass out with a left hook, I don't want to hear about. People are not gonna have sympathy for Brian Norman Jr. They need to understand that if he gets knocked the fuck out in any of these fights before Boots, nobody is going to have sympathy for them. No. So he needs to go in there and he needs to not just win. It's not enough to just win.
Win convincingly.
He has to win and look sensational doing it. That's just the case. That's just the truth.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't come in there. So I mean, I don't know like why, but I get what you're saying to go to the Boots fight, but at the same time I would, if I had a choice between Cuevas, no disrespect to Cuevas, and Boots, who I would have chosen. I will test myself. Because why now he took this fight, right? Hypothetically, we're not saying that Norman's going to lose. We're just throwing the advocates. But what was Cuevas come here and just beats the shit out of this guy?
I'll tell you right now.
And the whole world be like, oh.
Norman is fortunate because Derrick Cuevas, he has a very limited punch selection.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you right now, if he didn't learn how to defend, if he catches Devin Haney syndrome and can't defend the left hook, he's gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
Because Cuevas has a very good, and it's a lead left hook.
Yeah.
He got a very good lead left hook. He ain't got. I'll be honest with you. He ain't got much else. But if you get hit with that lead left hook, you're gonna be in some trouble. Yeah. So he needs to watch out for that. And it's good. Like Brian Norman has options. I thought if he can't fight Boots. Now I'm gonna tell you all this. The two best options for Brian Norman if he can't fight Boots are as follows. And this one wasn't his fault. He actually wanted to take this fight.
Okay.
It was the other guy who didn't take the fight.
All right.
Teofimo Lopez versus Brian Norman Jr. would be perfect because Teofimo has been running his mouth about how he wants to become and win a welterweight title. So if he wants to win a welterweight title, then I think Brian Norman's an easy fight to make because Brian Norman Jr. versus Teofimo Lopez
They're both with Top Rank, right? But supposedly TV was offered the fight and turned it down. So that's not his fault. And look, I'm gonna get really annoying saying this because I really want to see this fight.
Yeah.
But if all else fails, if we can't get Boots, all right, if we can't get Boots, we can't get Barrios, we can't get the Tiafimo, then you know he got to fight. He got to go. He got to go fight Jin Sasaki from Japan. Who, by the way, Jin Sasaki is ringside. He flew from Japan. To go watch this fight.
Angelo's there. All the fights are there.
Everyone's there.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, if that's hard for me to comprehend. Teal turning that fight down with Norman.
Why is it hard to comprehend?
Because
Teal. I don't know who this fight was against, so I don't know who the opponent was. But apparently, Teofimo Lopez had an offer to fight on a Friday night primetime slot on ESPN. But apparently, he turned that down because it wasn't on a Saturday night.
Oh my Lord!
How do you feel about that, Pops? How do y'all feel about that?
I'm just saying that some of these people that when they think, and no disrespect, I just my own opinion. Fucking
I'll say it in a very diplomatic way.
Yeah.
Some people, some of these fighters in their teams, they're not the brightest crayons in the Crayola box.
Yeah, man. So
is Top Rank gonna pay Brian Norman $1.5 million to fight Teal? No, probably not. I don't think so. The only way I think Brian Norman could ever get to that number is if Brian Norman were to defend his belt about 3 or 4 times, and even then, I don't think he'd probably get that number. He'd probably get something a little bit south of that number.
Because Teal sometimes will price himself, him and his dad. I mean, what's he getting a fight?
Sasaki would get stopped by Norman. Probably, I would lean towards Brian Norman right now, stopping him. Even though I like Jin.
Yeah.
Jin got to tighten his defense up. Jin's got a very leaky defense, but Jin's also very explosive. He's one of them guys. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like Norman gets hit a lot. He's very explosive. Jin gets hit a lot. He's very explosive. Their styles are gonna mesh very, very well. That is one of the best fights in boxing from an entertainment standpoint. That's one of the most entertaining fights in boxing. That's what I'm saying. I want Brian to keep winning.
Yeah.
I want Jin to keep kicking ass.
Yeah.
I want to see that fight.
Yeah, I mean,
AMG wants to know, what do I think about Brian Norman? I like Brian Norman. I think Brian Norman, you know, he's got a lot of physical gifts. I don't think he's quite put everything together yet, but that's okay. Most fighters don't have it all figured out by 24 years old. He hasn't really fought too much high-level competition because you got to remember, tonight's Brian Norman's, I believe it's his 27th pro fight.
Yeah.
But like about 18 or 19 of the fights was cream puffs.
Yeah.
He didn't really start fighting nobody that was live competition
legit.
until he got to Top Rank.
Yeah.
So Brian Norman is still very much, in my opinion, even with 27 fights, he's still very much a green fighter. So I think he can box. I've seen some spots where he can box. Yeah. He can obviously punch. You saw against Santiago.
He got power. He beat the crap out of him.
And he's also got a creative punch selection. I think he's a very creative offensive fighter. But again, for Brian Norman, it's about consistency. Like, just because he had that one performance, like I'm big on consistency in boxing. Yep. He had one astounding, an amazing performance against whatchamacallit, against Santillan, right? Santillan. Beat the brakes off Santillan. We ain't seen or heard of Santillan since, right? Right? But Quentin Randall, trash fight. Janelson Figueroa, trash fight. And then he had another fight that was a dud as well. Like he said, he had 2 or 3 dud fights before that. So now for Norman, it's about finding that consistency, maturing and growing into being that champion that he is.
You better just not going there and take all these opponents lightly. That's what I'm going to say.
Who do I think is the weak link at 147, and what's Norman's main issue in the ring? I think Norman's main issue when I watched him fight, I think his main issue, and this is actually why people keep saying that he would just stop Jin Sasaki. This is why I think I would give Jin Sasaki a big chance against him.
What's that?
Is that when he gets into exchanges, he be pulling straight out. When he's in the battle, when he fought Janelson Figueroa, they fought on the undercard of Comatop Ford last year. I was there. I was in upstate New York, and he got clipped with a straight right hand down the middle. Why? Mm-hmm. He kept his head right down the center line. He had a lapse in concentration, and I just think he hasn't fully learned how to transition from offense to defense yet.
Well, my thing is
that's what he needs to work on.
Yeah, my thing with Noah is this.
But I like him. I think he got a lot of talent.
He took advantage of his opportunity that the game Santiago gave him prior to that. Like you said, the last 3 guys he had, no disrespect to them, but they weren't. I think I'm gonna say primary cramp, and he won those fights. Now that he's champion and is on a learning curve, he's got to don't take any of these opponents lightly. Yeah. Any of them, even the guy tonight. Like I'm even surprised the guy tonight's got an opportunity, but that's how boxing is. You just never know. And I will say he's gonna come in here and totally dominate Cuevas.
Listen, I'll tell you right now.
Totally dominate. If he's gonna show me a statement, you know I'm big on that. He's coming here and beat the fuck out of Cuevas. I'm not going for no one. No one probably win.
I like Brian Newman.
I'm on Puerto Rico.
I like Brian
because and I like the underdog story, and I know this is all emotional bullshit, but I think Cuevas that back in was it 90?
Like 2020.
2020. I was talking shit about Cuevas. I don't know.
Yeah, they got a video of an HD talking shit about Cuevas.
Yeah,
2020 on here.
He doesn't do nothing. He doesn't dominate. He doesn't knock. He doesn't nothing. I was really upset at him because I like the guy when I seen him in the gym at the Heavyweight Factory in Hollywood, Florida. But I seen him now. I see a different man that's mature from all that, and that for me is dangerous for a Norman. Norman better prepare for that because this guy's been through a lot for 12 years, and he's got an opportunity of his lifetime, and he's showing me by the way he's talking. I'm not saying confidence is everything, but it's sure it's big in a fight. And if Norman goes in there, he's gonna walk in the park. He better show it.
To touch on Cuevas a little bit here, I'll tell you guys right now, if Cuevas somehow does beat Brian Norman Jr. and does upset him, he gonna be a star overnight. A Puerto Rican welterweight champion.
Puerto Rican,
Top rank, love that. Top rank, love that. Puerto Rican.
You're
You're gonna have Bob Arum saying,
Cuevas,
Puerto Rican fighters.
He'll be fighting on a Puerto Rican day. Yeah, I'm fighting him. I'm not.
A lot of people say Barrios is the weak link, and I don't know why. You know what it is? I'll tell you what I think it is. I think Barrios is a very good, steady fighter, but he doesn't really have that one he doesn't have like every fighter in the division has something that jumps off the page. So like Norman has physical strength, Boots athleticism. Who's the other champion? Stanionis, boxing skills and physical strength, right? And he's still stocky. Barrios is just like he's balanced. He comes forward. He gets hit a lot.
Yeah,
but like nothing really jumps off the page.
He's just consistent. That's all he is. He goes in, and every fight he goes.
But sometimes that's all you need to be.
Right. He's just consistent with his punches, consistent with his fighting, and he does the right things to win the fights, and that's why he gets the fights because he doesn't fold with any opponent he fights. He puts up a good stand up for himself. Because I'll be honest with you,
he did beat.
Barrios,
he did beat Ugas. That was a good win.
Yeah, that was a good win. But Barrios, to me, I was like, who the fuck's this guy all the way doing all this shit? He ain't doing a damn thing. How did he get all these fights? But like Brendan said, because it's consistency on what he does. He's consistent on what he does. He doesn't have a certain a punch or ability that you can say, okay, he's going to dominate the opponent, but he puts up the good fights.
AMG wants to know, he's going to do his film study on Jim. What fight should he watch? For me, the fight that will tell you everything good and bad about Jin Sasaki, it's very short, it's only 3 rounds, is his war in 2023 with Keita Obara. That was a real good fight. You know, in that fight, he got dropped in that fight, and then he got up off the deck, and he stopped Keita Obara. Mm-hmm. So you'll see how poor his defense is, but then you'll also see how explosive he can be when he needs to be. He's got dogs.
Yeah, I like it. What I like about what I've seen, and I don't know much what my son does, but I've seen from videos and everything my son had a Sasaki, is that he's got a confident aura about him. You know what I mean? And he'll come in there.
If Top Rank was smart, if Top Rank had any sense,
I like that about him. He's gonna come into the fight. He's gonna bring it, and he's confident of what he wants to do.
If Top Rank had any sense, I'll give them a true school advisory to free of charge. All right? I'm gonna start charging y'all. All right.
I'm the fucking lawyer, so
but if Top Rank had any sense, I know they want to make Naya Inoue start fighting in the States more. I know they already have their card.
I know you're going with this.
They already have their card set
for
this time. But the next time he fights in the States, they should make Brian Norman Jr. versus Jin Sasaki as a co-main event.
That's what I knew.
That would be crazy because that'd be an amazing fight. Someone getting knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
If Brian Norman wins, he becomes a bigger star.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this: if Jin wins, and I hold true to this, as big as Naya Inoue is, he don't speak no English. Yeah. So his star power only caps but so far.
Yeah.
But with Jin's a welterweight. He speak English.
Yeah.
He got a personality. I think he could be a star in the States. Yeah. But obviously he has to get better and actually win some fights. But I want to answer this question from Emmys. He wants to know, is Rohan Polanco any good? Yes. I've had a chance to watch Rohan Polanco fight, I think 5 times. I've seen him fight Cesar Francis. I've seen him fight Keith Hunter. I've seen him fight Tariq Zaina. And I've seen him fight Marcelino Lopez. So those are all good, veteran fighters. Yeah. Francis, right? Cesar Francis is a guy that actually was on a pretty good trajectory. He's winning some good fights on Pro Box. You know, he just got robbed against this one Mexican fighter, this one Mexican kid, but a good fighter, you know. And Francis has upset some guys, and Polanco fought him and beat the brakes out of him in 5 rounds. Like everyone who was live competition, even Marcelino Lopez, who's a solid fighter, you know, Polanco's just been blasting out of it. So I think Polanco, he's actually one of the top ranked fighters that's not really getting talked about. I haven't even done my Rohan Polanco video yet.
He's Dominican, right?
He's Dominican, yeah.
Oh, I did
Sasaki.
yeah.
Woo! I haven't
even
done my Rohan Polanco.
He brings it. I'm telling you right now. I don't know why he doesn't get enough coverage or whatever it's called.
Because he's Dominican.
But he's a small dude, stock. He comes in there and he gonna beat you down. He gonna put that how they call it
Plátano power.
Yeah, they'll get that plátano power. Plátano maduro. El poder de él es fuerte. Es fuerte y no tiene miedo.
My dad asked a very important question. He said, "Why don't nobody talk about Rohan Polanco?" My answer to him was,
his fights are good too. They're exciting.
They're very exciting. My answer to him is that they being top rank in the boxing powers that be, they don't really promote Dominican fighters. And I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna give it to the cap. You know, I don't know the guy. I wouldn't say I'm friends with him, but I respect his hustle and his grind. I'm gonna give a shout out to Broadway Joel, the YouTube channel Broadway Joel. He is like the voice of Dominican boxing. Yeah. And he's right. Like he's got some he made some great points to some matchmakers on Twitter. Like, because you know, Dominicans do support people in other sports. Yeah. But I've never seen a Dominican fighter in boxing get marketed by promotional companies to Dominican fighter, a Dominican fan base. Mm-hmm. So like, as good as Rohan Polanco might be, they're not marketing him. And New York, right? New York, the top rated does a lot of shows in New York.
What about Banana Rosario? Wasn't he tough?
He wasn't marketing. He was serving the Jamal Charlo.
That was it. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm thinking. So it all depends on. Like you said, you gotta have a good team, good manager, and something.
No. But it's not even just that. You could have a good team and good management, but if the promotional company doesn't want to actually put the and by the way, guys, it's the intermission right now. Yeah. The main Norman versus Cuevas will not be on for another 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah. So that's why we're talking. Yeah. We'll keep you guys posted on what they do.
But don't you say that? But don't we say that when we have a fighter that's big excitement, dominates his fights, and goes in there and pounds the shit out of the fighters? That's what the public wants to see. So my point is,
look, it goes like this with these boxing promotional companies, right? They'll market to Mexico. They're very lazy. Like a lot of promoters are fucking lazy. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry. I don't care who sees it either. Mm-hmm. There's only 27 people here, but I'm saying a lot of these promoters in boxing, the top ranks, PBC, Matchroom, Golden Boy, they're just fucking lazy, right? They always want to do what's safe and what's traditional. And again, there's a massive, you know this, you've been in New York. Yeah. There's a massive
Hispanic.
Not just Dominican. There's a massive Dominican population in New York City. Of course. But Top Rank got Elvis Rodriguez, they got Rohan Polanco, and probably a couple other Dominican fighters I'm missing. And I never see Top Rank really push those guys like they should. But when it comes to fucking Mexican fighter, Puerto Rican fighter, they'll shove them down your throat. Yeah. And it could be the sorriest Mexican or Puerto Rican in the world, and they'll make 7 Instagram posts, fucking everything.
I remember one time, and it's not going off the chart, but with Josh Chillo was fighting nothing on him. Yeah, and that's when I said to you, what the fuck's wrong with Top Rank? They only support certain fighters or this and that.
Because boxing promoters are lazy. They're just lazy.
And so why am I gonna pay a promoter to do my shit when he ain't doing nothing for me?
Yeah. You know? AMG wants to know, what are Barrios' chances against the other guys 147, or even guys like Polanco, and Tio and Ben? That's a good question. I mean, Barrios has gotten better. I think out of all those guys you named, the guy I'd probably give him the best chance against would probably be Conor Benn, because I think Conor Benn's going to stand right there in front of him and trade with him. Polanco has a bit more dimensions, and he punches pretty hard.
Man, he comes.
You know what? I mean, Devin should beat him, but I don't know, man. Like,
what's up?
Barrios.
You talking about Haney?
Devin, yeah. At 47.
I don't know what the about Haney.
We'll see. It's hard to really gauge what Devin is, but you know, talent-wise, you know, Devin is a more talented fighter than Barrios. What did he say, Bill?
No, you know it.
Bill said, "Hey, man.
Yeah.
Tell the motherfucking truth about damn. Tell the motherfucking truth about damn."
No, but I'm getting at is we don't know what Dev is anymore. I don't.
We'll find out come May.
When he fights. If I put anybody, I don't know what's gonna happen.
I think Devin will beat Barrios. I say Devin beats Barrios. Raw Dog says if you pay a Dominican, they're gonna get lazy.
No, get out of here. Get out of here. If you go to a country where there's no money, they're pouring everything over there. Don't come with that bullshit. No.
Can I give
you only become complacent if you allow yourself to become complacent.
Can I give you an example?
If you come from a poor country and you remember how the struggle is, or you go back, go to Dominican Republic, go visit some of those places over there.
He said, can I give you an example of what he's talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can I name you a fighter?
I jumped the gun. Go ahead.
Jason Rosario. Jason Rosario had that one magical night against Julian Williams. And I know he was out there in Central Domingo. He was living it up. He was living a good life.
That's right. He became complacent. He didn't respect the sport enough or humble himself to get in the gym and do what he's supposed to do. And when it came to fight night, he got blown out the water by Charlo.
Not just Charlo, got blown out by Eric Lubin.
Yeah. He just had a fight not too long ago.
Yeah, he got blown out. Jesus Ramos.
The monkey. Yeah, the monkey put him out there. So you can't. When you got this, I'm not going to say that they all become lazy. No. Some of these fighters that come from these countries, they know what they didn't have. And they take it light.
Okay. RC wants to know, what do I think Xander Zayas' ceiling is? That's a good question. I think Xander will win a world title 154. I think he is. If you want to know what I think he would do against Fundora, I would pick him to beat Sebastian Fundora.
A lot of people are saying in the Spanish channels, Puerto Rican channels, and the like, that he hasn't been put up by anybody yet. So they don't think he's talented enough to fight the top dogs and the big division.
He's fought.
And I'm not
solid. He's fought solid guys, good hand-picked opposition. You know, we I know his manager. Yeah. Peter Khan's like the best.
Yeah, I'm saying
manager in the world. One of them.
A lot of Puerto Rican channels say the same thing. They say no, they haven't fought him yet to anything big. So I'm not going to say that because he's got a good coach, a good management.
I don't really agree.
He's a consistent young fighter that's been showing as time goes on. What was it, the other day? He went up there to the thing, Fundora. And so forth and so forth. He just needs he does have thick skin, but that's because of his manager's pulling out the reins on him. Because we did see one time when he got crazy, right? So he's got that Puerto Rican in him. He's been more.
I think Xander will win a world title 154 and 160.
Yeah,
I think he'll win a world title 150. Junior middleweight and middleweight.
He's got it.
I think so.
I mean, he's got 160. Well, you already know how you feel about that. 160.
160 is a terrible division.
Yeah. So I already know how you feel about that, but. Yeah, man, he's ready. He's ready to go. So we'll find out. I mean, Are
you picking Fedor to beat Zayas?
Huh?
Are you picking Sebastian Fedor to beat Zayas?
No, I'm gonna ride with Zayas.
Why?
I just like Zayas. He's young, going into all these big fights. He's very methodical when he fights. You
guys have
he's not a Trinidad, or he's not a Coda that comes in there, or who else could I say? Puerto Rico that comes in and does it, but he'll come in there and he'll fight his fight. Throw his punches, do his thing, but we all methodical until he gets a
I don't think Xander does anything great, but I think he does a lot of things very good.
Right. That's the way you put it. Yeah.
So I think look.
And he's like 24 too, right? He's young.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember he signed.
But he's filled out, man.
Xander signed a topic when he was like 16.
That's crazy.
He was literally like a sophomore.
Yeah.
When he was, I remember seeing him in the Dave Powell, young as hell, walking around, little ass kid. Now he's big.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to him.
Who do you got going undisputed at 160? And what's worse, 160 or 40? Oh, 60 for sure. 160 is the worst division in boxing by far. At least at 47, like you got guys like you got Norman, you got Boots. These guys I think have a very high ceiling.
You got more exciting fights. I think.
At 160, you got Johnny Beck, but the one thing with Johnny Beck is Johnny Beck. Top Rank is not making any of the cross-promotional fights for Johnny Beck, and Johnny Beck is fighting Can. He's on a Can-crushing tour, right?
Crazy.
So, I mean, I like Johnny Beck. He's a good fighter, but, like, he's the best. He's the quote-unquote best in the division, and he can't even make the weight no more. So, his time is running out. His time is running out. He'll move up. Then you got Carlos Adames, who's a good fighter, but I don't think he's, like, a pound-for-pound talent.
I thought he was going to dominate that division, believe it or not.
Truth be told, like the guy.
Dominican, I like him, but I haven't seen that oof,
And then the crazy thing is the guy I like at 160 can't even get fights because he's locked into a situation with Don King. So 160, and I'm talking about Ian Green, the number 4 WBA contender.
Yeah.
So I just think 160 is way worse because even at 47, even if we just get away from the champions, there's still really exciting contenders. You still got guys like I've been mentioning Jin Sasaki a lot during this live.
Yeah.
Santillan is still around. You got Rocha.
You got good fights.
You got the guys at 40 that are coming up, like Ryan and Tio and
yeah.
Devin. So I would say 47.
Yeah.
He said, by the way, I love the channel, Trusco, by the way, and I do interviews at times. I have some on my YouTube page. We also need to see notification at 1:30, and I love Ian Green. He's from my home state. Shout out to Ian Green, it's my guy, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got a lot of love for Ian Green because
Did he call you
I gotta sit here and talk about a lot of fighters that I don't think are all that good.
Yeah.
Right. And then he's actually someone that I think can fight, but he just he's in a. Well, boxing is crazy because if you don't do the right things early in your career, as far as like the business, it sets you back then your whole career. So you're always playing catch up. And so he's like one of them guys.
And everything is timing. He just got in the wrong thing. He's a talented fighter. That
I won't say any names, but I know he was offered certain fights, but he can't take those certain fights because he has with Don King. So we'll see what happens with
Don King. Don't want to let him go.
We'll see how it goes. But we're not. I don't know. Like 130. Like one. I would say this. I would say in boxing right now, the two worst divisions are 160 and 130. I wouldn't even put welterweight in that conversation.
Yeah.
I think 130 is a significantly worse division than 147. Because at 130, I mean, even like that Russian guy, that Albert Batir Gaziev, who's good. Like they're fast tracking him. I believe he won a gold or a silver.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of screwed my boy Otar Renosian over, made him a mandatory over Otar in the WBA.
He's coming back.
And then this guy Albert, right? He was fighting to become the mandatory for Lamar Roach, and he fought some can out of Russia. Almost lost, dude. The other day. He almost got knocked out. So he got work to do himself. But shout out to everybody here. It's your boy BT, Brennan Taylor, the untouchable, True School Sports Empire. Still waiting for the main telecast to start. Brian Norman Jr. versus Derrick Cuevas is next. So make sure you guys, if you got any comments, questions, concerns, leave them down below. Super chat, like all that stuff. Subscribe to the channel. BT. Do Fundura and Espinoza turn their glove inward to their body face before exposing their elbows? Fundura does. I can't remember if Espinoza does, but Fundura does that for sure. Yes, Brendan, your boy Cholatito Gonzalez's last fight is Nicaragua. He's retiring. I don't know. They keep saying they keep changing things up with him. First he was supposed to fight Kafu. Now they're saying he's retiring. I'm gonna wait for the official fight poster with him.
Yeah.
Because they've been going back and forth. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that he didn't try to go to 118 and try to become a fight. I wanted to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, like Kafu's cool. They got some cool fights, for him. But like for me, man, I would have loved to have seen him try to fight one of these Japanese guys.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And become a 5. There's only been like 6'5" champions in boxing.
I mean, he still can do it. He decide what they really want to do with him or what he wants to do.
So we'll see, man.
Come on, so get ready.
Yeah, they got Demon Land in the ring, so these ring boxers start soon. I'm looking forward to see what no one's gonna show us because there's been a lot of talk. I done seen like a million interviews from Senior about business and my son this and my son that. Could you imagine if Teofimo him did fight the dads at the press conference? Teofimo Senior and Ryan Norman Senior.
That'd be great.
My son, bro.
My son.
My
It'd be good for boxing,
He says, when I say yo-yo, I say yo. Someone PMO'd to him and actually was impressed. However, I do have interviews on my page. Maybe one of these days, if possible, I can interview you on box. Yeah, man, I'm pretty easy to get a hold of. All you gotta do is just hit me up on Instagram or Twitter, because I'm always on Instagram and Twitter. It's like you can find those. If you don't follow me there already, you can go to my About section on YouTube. I got my Instagram is Just a Kid from Dania, and then my Twitter is True School Sports. So I'm pretty easy to find. All you gotta do is just message me, and you can set or you give me when you're available, or I'll give you when I'm available, and we'll set it up. I'm not too good to go on somebody else's channel, especially the people that show respect. I think 130 is one of the most exciting divisions in boxing. I mean, yeah, but nobody's fighting each other. Nobody's fighting. I mean, at least we're getting. At least you're getting the fights. Yeah. That's the new catchphrase. At least you're getting the fights. At least you're getting the fights. I might need to trademark that. At least you're getting the fights. Yeah. But at least we're getting Eduardo Sugar Nunez versus Masano Rikishi. That's gonna be a bomb burner. I would like to figure out how I can watch that live. Now,
What was that?
It's in Japan, but it's like it's not on like ESPN. It's not gonna be an ESPN card or DAZN. It's gonna be like on a Beamer TV.
Mr. Harold, the president.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, he'll let you know. He always figure out something.
What are your thoughts on Michael Williams? He had 2 impressive performances on Pro Box. I only saw Michael Williams fight once, but very good fighter. Definitely a legit top 15 guy. I know he's fighting, I think, next week. He's fighting, I want to say it's next week. I can't remember which card. I think it's the Lubin card. He's on another card of that. Looking forward to seeing if he can, continuing his progression in boxing. Because when I watched him fight, good boxing skills, long range. He had good command from the outside. I like Mike Juan. I liked what I saw, but I got to see more. I don't really have like a deep assessment, but when I saw him the one time, I liked what I saw. Rocky Austin was good, champ. He said, "What up, BT and Pop? Stand up." Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, Nunez is getting a shot because Anthony Kakachi and Lee Wood they ran for the mountaintops. They ran to a whole other weight class to go fight each other.
Quickly.
Who do I got going undisputed at 130? Absolutely nobody, because they're not gonna fight each other.
Crazy.
If they all fought, because look, as far as I'm concerned, Lamont Roach is not a 130-pounder anymore. He's staying at 35. He's a star now. He's gonna fight Tank at 35. Yeah. He's a lightweight. He's not coming back down.
You don't think so?
No, hell no.
To
fight Albert Batir-Gaziev, nobody knows what the fuck that is. He's gonna go up there and fight Tank.
Yeah.
So
make that money.
That WBA title is considered vacant. So if you're telling me between Navarrete, Shock Foster, and like there's only 2 champions, like 2 of the belts are vacant.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the IBF belt is vacant because Anthony Kakachi vacated and moved up. He's fighting Lee Wood.
So why they don't
I don't have an answer because
okay.
I don't know. I can tell you who my favorite 130-pounder is, but nobody like he hasn't really had much going on with his career over the last year. My favorite 130-pounder is Otar Aronosian, but I don't know.
I know what's going on.
Otar beat Roger Gutierrez. He beat Roger Gutierrez last year. Or no, not last year, but in 2023, late 2023, he beat Roger Gutierrez to become mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think he had a kid and he stopped fighting. And then I remember the last time I heard anything from him, last June, I called, or I didn't call him, but I texted Otar Aronosian myself.
Yeah.
I actually offered to get Otar into training camp with Angelo Leo for the Venado camp, and he turned it down. So,
yeah,
it is what it is. But he was offered to be part of camp, and I haven't really seen her much or heard much from him since then. He's kind of been like quiet. So hopefully we get something soon. What do you think about Fulton fighting Oshaki? It might be on a tight card. I like the fight. It just kind of, I like it. I'm not hating on it. It's a chance to become 3 division champion, and Shock Foster's a top fighter, so I can't knock him for fighting another top fighter. But I'm kind of scratching my head because there's some really lucrative fights at 26. You got the Angelo rematch. You got obviously the biggest one being the Inoue rematch. You got Shushu talking up a big game, building value in that fight. So. Yeah. I mean, if he feels that his body's having problems, then I don't want to hear no excuses if he loses any of these guys. So move on up if that's really the case. But I kind of feel like it's a little quick, but I'm not in his body. Only he knows.
Yeah, but I think.
And what's crazy about that is, Pops. And I'm by the way, guys, tomorrow I'm going live because I already wrote. I'm getting more organized with planning these lives out. Yeah. I already wrote down what tomorrow's live is going to be about because Bob Arum had an interview with the great Sean Zattel. Shout out to Sean. He's on fire right now. But he had an interview with Sean, and Bob Arum revealed that Al Heyman and him have been talking a lot together about Top Rank and PBC working together to make fights to compete against Saudi. So that'll be the topic of tomorrow's live. So that Fulton Foster fight, I believe it. I believe it because of what Bob said.
Is Top Rank leaving ESPN and he's there with Turkey too, or no?
They are their contract is up, but if they're gonna work together, with that you got Arum and Heyman, they're gonna figure it out. Yeah. Those are 2 smart guys.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's great. That's great news. You know what's happening now? I'm gonna see what Ben say. Turkey's only here for not a long time, but a short time.
A good time, not a long time.
Or whatever it is. Yeah.
Charlie Suarez, that fight got made. Charlie Suarez and Vaquero Navarrete for the WBO title. That just sounds top rank. That's a top rank fight.
Yeah.
Good fighter Suarez, a volume puncher, a little bit more calculated than Vaquero. Mm-hmm. He has to win. It's do or die for him. He's like 36 years old. You gotta win. But I agree with you. I think he's a live dog. Predictions on Yudai Shigeoka versus Melvin Jerusalem, because that fight's gonna be happening in about 6 hours from now.
Who's this?
Yudai Shigeoka and Melvin Jerusalem, 105 pounds.
Are they good?
Melvin Jerusalem is the WBA champion.
Okay.
He lost Oscar Collazo.
Oh wow, okay, yeah.
Oscar Collazo began to become champion.
Yeah.
And then he wound up fighting there was these Japanese brothers that were champions, the Shigiokas. They're like the Klitschko's of 105.
Okay.
And he beat Yudai Shigeoka.
Damn.
And now he's doing rematch with Yudai in literally 6-7 hours.
Yeah.
Tough one, man. I don't like betting against Melvin Jerusalem because he's really dangerous. I haven't really done like a lot of put a lot of thought into that one. I'm gonna go Yudai. I feel like the Japan's just on a hot streak, but we'll see how it goes. Brandon Hooker says, "I appreciate the cameo. Pops, keep grinding, BT. I'm gonna keep grinding, man.
Thank you.
Shit. Gotta bring these lies back. I was doing some evaluations because I don't really talk about my personal life on here, but like a lot of things happened in my life in the last year. So, especially recently. So I was evaluating some things. I'm like, damn. BT, you really fucking up in this area right here. So I'm like, I'm making it a point to like really get this part of the channel.
Again. Yeah.
Jerusalem will retain against Shayula rematch with Collazo. I hope so. Harold says, BT, I told you about Ibuki. All the footage, man. Please don't block me. I'm playing. I know you're playing. You're good, Harold. I gotta stop hating on Ibuki. And not hating, but underestimating him. But to his credit, man, he ain't never boxed like that. His jab was on a different level today.
Yeah,
that's scary because this dude has TNT in his hands. You told me and now his boxing skills are catching up to his power.
Yeah.
So, shit, Kane Sherrill might just need to go fight Bam.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Norman wins tonight and looks good. I hope so too. I hope Norman does his thing. I like Norman.
Yeah,
I like him as he seems like he's cool. He's cool, laid back.
I'm not saying he's a killer in the ring, but
it's fun to watch.
I'm just judging on what the decisions as to how they are.
Daryl Valzane versus Boots be a banger in the future. That's a good fight, but I think Daryl Valzane was running his mouth in the media recently. It looks like the fight he wants is he want to fight Omari Jones because they're both from Orlando, and I guess Omari Jones made some comments that he didn't like and take too kindly to. Oh, so Daryl Valzane versus Omari Jones might be the way they go.
Yeah.
But it's funny you mentioned Daryl Valzane because it's literally my notebook. I wrote down 4 young fighter prospects that I haven't even talked about yet. So it was 2. The way I do it now, I break it up. I have like my American ones, and then I have my Japanese ones,
and whatever else from the other countries too.
Yeah, I know. But most of the time it's the Americans, the Japanese. So I got 2 from Japan I got to talk about.
Right.
I got 2 from America.
Yeah.
Apparently, Oscar Collazo's fighting a mismatch. He's fighting right now. I mean, almost anything for Collazo is a mismatch at 105 unless he's fighting the top guy. So unless he fights Melvin Jerusalem or one of the Shioka brothers, he's not gonna be league too. And even some of those guys, he already beat Jerusalem. He beat the brakes off Jerusalem. He already beat Melvin Jerusalem.
So it's no. I mean, you already know what's gonna happen. But
yeah, honestly, I don't have a real prediction on the Melvin Jerusalem Shigioka fight. I'm really just being biased and saying Shigioka because I want Japan to keep winning.
Yeah.
But I don't have a real prediction.
But it's still a good fight.
Good fight. Melvin is very dangerous. Hold on, guys. Actually, I don't even care.
Yeah.
Right now they got Timothy Bradley talking to Mikayla Mayer. I don't really care about Mikayla Mayer. They need to speed this shit up. All right. I want to see Brian Norman.
Yeah.
I want to see Derrick Cuevas.
Yeah.
I was just gonna mention them, Rocky. Yeah. So 105 is crazy because half the division was ran by Japanese, and then both the Japanese lost to Filipinos. So now now the division is 2 Filipinos. You got Melvin Jerusalem and you got Pedro Tajiron, and they both beat up on the Shigioka brothers.
Holy crap!
So,
Yeah. Took them
very correct.
Yeah.
BT, turn on the DAZN card. Nah, man, I'm not doing that. Because the fight that I want to see is about to come on.
Yeah.
Brian Norman Jr. versus
Puerto Rico, vamos para adelante, puñeta, Cueva. Vamos a ganar con mucha fuerza y poder. Vamos a llevar este título para casa, para allá, para Puerto Rico. Ya lo saben.
I Just Want the Truth says, is Ernesto Tito Mercado ready for Andy Hiroka if they fought right now? That's a good fight. That's a hell of a fight. I would say yeah. I mean, I feel like he's been a little more active than Hiroka. He's pretty well experienced amateur. I think that's a fight they should look into. If not that fight, the fight I actually always wanted to see from Mercado, I want to see him against Adam Azim.
It's your boy.
But anyway, guys, enough talk about anything else. It's time to zone in. Ryan Norman Jr. on his way to the ring as we speak.
Let's go, Puerto Rico. Vamos, Puerto Rico. Que se joda los demás. Vamos.
I mean, you guys still got the American flag up there. I'm going.
Yeah. Vamos a matar esta cucaracha. Se joda. Vamos, puñeta. Da una tremenda salsa, Norman. Vamos, a sorprender. Esa es una sorpresa para todo este mundo.
You know, Pot's about to get this Puerto Rican shit for how long this fight lasts.
Yeah, you always go for him. He sounds. I mean, he's not. I know he's probably not. He's not the favorite.
If Brian Norman knocks him out in 5 rounds less, will we give Brian Norman his credit?
No, because he didn't 5 boots. Fuck him. No.
But you talking all this Cuevas shit, you gotta give.
No, it's for my countrymen. Yeah, for my countrymen.
But
I want to see Norman gets boots, and he want to take this fight when he could take a boots fight.
But you was in the U.S. military.
I get the damn.
Norman's a countryman
Puerto
too.
Rico, puñeta, vamos para adelante. Let's go.
Jesus M says, shout out to you.
Yeah. Get me going. Been a while.
You know, tell her how you really feel, Pops. Tell her how you really feel about Cuevas.
Listen, I seen him a long time ago, way back in the day when he was just like, he wasn't even, how you say it, he was still green behind the ears, you know what I'm saying? But watching his interviews in Puerto Rican channels and boxing here.
Have you actually watched any of his fights?
I guess a damn. I want him to come out here and show people what he's all about. Everybody gets an opportunity to one on him. Norman surprised me. Him and his father, I don't want to hear no excuses.
Show them your bulldog tattoo. Show them your
Yeah. Yeah.
You got the Puerto Rican bulldog.
The black eye, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't want him to bite. You coming. Vamos Puerto Rico. Pa'lante. Se joda los demás. A hoy, Cueva.
No, we're not watching Colazo right now. Colazo's on a mismatch. We're gonna watch the fight that's actually competitive.
Otro boricua. Que Dios lo bendiga. Es un campeón.
So here.
Colazo, another Puerto Rican champion. Yeah.
All right, so Brian Norman Jr. walking in the ring right now, WBO champion.
Why he got to walk here first? Should have been Cuevas.
Ordinary Pete, what's good? What's good? Good to see you, champ. Good to see you.
Stop Ordinary Pete.
Right now, nobody's winning. The fight just started.
Yeah. Let's go.
ESPN's got to stop with these breaks in between fights. It's ridiculous. I've heard Dana White mention this as well. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Someone said Norman fumbled the bag to be in a woman's undercard.
Thank you. Thank you. That's why I'm with you on that one. Dumbass. Sorry. Oh, that's from Casitas from Antonio.
Oh, so I know he's crazy.
Yeah. Vamos!
So according to the ESPN odds, he's a plus 400. I saw him as a plus 480 earlier in the week.
Vamos! La oportunidad de una tremenda salsa.
Here we go, guys.
Cueva, vamos. Vamos para adelante. Vamos para encima.
Well, he worked with a good sweat, so I think he warmed up well. Yeah. He has a good sweat in the ring.
Oh, he's a Milan.
Atlanta, yeah.
Oh.
He is undefeated in his campaign with a record of 26 wins, no losses.
Here we go, guys. This is the fight.
Tonight, he is making the first defense of his title.
Does it feel good to be home?
What's your predictions? What are your predictions?
Yeah, it feels good.
Huh? What are your predictions? Knockout?
Brian, I'll go with Brian Norman Jr. TKO 7. Brian Norman will get out there at 7. I think Derrick Cuevas is he's very limited punch selection is gonna be his
How
undoing.
big he is. Come on, let's go.
But he's big. If Cuevas could go ahead and use that, he's a big welterweight. If he use that reach, not reach, because Norman actually has a 2-inch reach advantage, but Cuevas is taller, a little bigger, more filled out. So here we go, guys.
Vamos Puerto Rico.
The first world title defense for Brian Norman Jr. Derrick Cuevas been pounding the pavement for a long time to get this opportunity.
Now he got
Something's got to give. He's got it now, so you can't say he never got it.
Let's go.
Here we go. Round 1. Cuevas versus Norman. Norman in the white trim with orange trim. Cuevas in the black trim. It is an orthodox matchup. It's your boy BT Brandon Taylor with Pops. This is the untouchable True School Sports Empire. Brian Norman Jr. pro in that lead hand. Ooh, Brian Norman gets caught with a jab on the inside. Good counter left hook by Brian Norman. Brian Norman boxing behind a consistent jab here in the early parts of the first round. Now Brian Norman changes levels. Oh, Norman gets buzzed with a left hook. That one got his attention. Cuevas landed a good little crafty left hook there on Norman. Norman circles to his left. Norman throws a lead left hook and misses. Derrick Cuevas bites on the feint from Norman. Norman throws a jab to the stomach. Good jab there from Brian Norman. Really good pace here in the first minute of round 1. Brian Norman throws left hook that's blocked, and Cuevas tells him, no, that's not going to get through. Good right hand to the body by Cuevas, but he gets grazed with the left hook by Norman up top. He has to be careful jumping in like that, Cuevas.
Yeah. Keep his hands up, too. I don't like the open like that. On the left side. Disappoint me, get a fucking piss.
Be prepared to be disappointed.
No, I mean, probably, we know they have a favorite, but I got my boy. Let's go.
Good feint there from Cuevas. Not a whole lot of punches being thrown here. Both guys trying to measure each other, but a good jab there by Cuevas. Norman circles to his left. Norman doing a good job on his toes right now. Boxing and moving. Varying left to right. Cuevas right now trying to figure out the pattern of what Norman is doing. Norman showing Cuevas a lot of different looks.
Come on, Bill. Stop showing off and fucking fight. Focus.
Good jab there from Cuevas. 40 seconds left here in round 1. Good jab there by Norman. Cuevas doing a good job, though. He's making Norman fall short on some of these jabs. So far, one thing I know about Cuevas, he hasn't really committed to a straight right hand to the head. He threw one right hand to the body, but nothing to the head. And I think he's a little weary of that power. He's felt something that he didn't like from Norman.
You think so?
And that hand in his pocket.
Come on, Cuevas.
I think they both. I think so far what I'm seeing, I think both guys have respect for each other's power. Norman knows Cuevas can punch. Cuevas knows Norman can punch. Close first round. I give Norman a slight edge there.
Yeah.
One up than Brian Norman Jr. What do you get around to, Pop?
I'm trying to give it to Norman too, but not by much. And I only give it to it because it's his name.
Brian?
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's decent.
Mikayla Mayer. He's on the opposite side now, and he knows Mikayla Mayer's defense.
What you guys? For those of you watching along, what you guys?
Puerto Rico.
What you guys scoring it?
This isn't the sweet, nice Mikayla Mayer we've become accustomed to. She's talking about sending Sandy Ryan to the hospital. She has a red paint logo on the back of her shorts.
Apparently, Mikayla Mayer is saying she want to send this broad to the hospital. I'm gonna give y'all a bold prediction for the women's fight. You guys ready? It's going all 12 rounds.
Thank you. Yeah.
They don't be knocking nobody out. I mean, if it ain't Amanda Serrano, Baumgartner, or Sinisa Estrada, ain't nobody getting knockouts from Liv Gardner. All right, round 2. Brian Norman Jr. versus Derrick Cuevas. Let's see what adjustments both guys make here. So far right now, both guys are holding their ground in the center of the ring, and there's a counter there from Brian Norman. Norman outlanded Cuevas 7-5 in round 1. So close round. Good jab there from Norman to the stomach. Yeah, Cuevas has very stiff legs. He don't really bend his knees that much. Norman definitely has the more flexible, like lower frame. That's why you see Norman changing levels, throwing punches from different angles. That's where Cuevas is a bit more textbook. Oh, good left hook from Cuevas. Good jab there from both of them, actually. Both Norman and Cuevas, both of them did a jab there. Brian Norman, I think he's trying to set up a straight right hand down the middle because a consistent punch from him so far has been that jab down to the stomach. He keeps throwing that little pot shot jab to the stomach. That's normally a punch you set up for the right hand down the middle later on. So watch out for that. Cuevas trying to find the range on Norman. Good jab by Norman. And then a right hand to the stomach by Norman. Orticio Jr. says Cuevas is just work for Norman. We gotta see, man. I've seen him get clipped with a couple left hooks. I think he's winning this round right now, but we'll see. They say in boxing, class tells over time. So if we're just saying this is the truth, we'll see it. The ring will tell all.
You say that Norman what?
Saying that it's just work for Brian Norman. Maybe it is. We'll see. Good straight right hand from Cuevas. Brian Norman getting caught. There you go. See the same punch that got him dropped against Jones Figueroa?
Yeah.
He just landed it there. So Cuevas got to keep landing a steady diet of those because Brian Norman is not going to move his head. He ain't.
He never does?
He don't. That's not what he does. That's why him and Sasaki be a great fight because neither one of them move their head.
Yeah.
But he moves his feet very well. Ooh, good left hook from Brian Norman. Lead left hook catches Cuevas. Oh! Norman catches him with a left hook. He buckles Cuevas.
Holy crap.
Cuevas stays up.
Yeah.
I think Brian has him hurt.
Yeah.
Cuevas better just survive. He better just get his wits about him. Because that country boy from Atlanta is not playing with him. Left hook from Norman.
Man, good loss right now.
All right, so 2-0 Brian Norman, and Brian Norman starting to show a little bit of separation here. This fight is all about left hooks. For Norman, it's about defending the left hook from Cuevas, and for Cuevas, it's all about defending Norman. Huh? All right.
Okay, wala po ko pag-akiwa.
Yun. Okay. All right, so round 3 is about to start soon, but yeah, great stuff there from Norman. Great stuff from Cuevas. Cuevas better tighten up because if Cuevas don't tighten up, if he don't actually show another gear, Brian Norman's gonna get him out of here within 6 rounds. 6-7 rounds, he's out of here. I mean, my prediction was Brian Norman in 7. Because he'll respect the power of Cuevas enough to be cautious, but it's gonna get to a point where I just think Norman's pace and his athleticism is gonna take over. But anyway, round 3, Brian Norman Jr. versus Derrick Cuevas. WBO world title on the line. Norman, good feints. Down low, and then a left hook to the head that lands, and then Cuevas looks stupid missing the left hook there. Good boxing here from Brian Norman. Brian Norman doing a great job with the foot feints, probing with the jab. Looks more mature so far through the first 2 rounds and some change. Yeah, Brian Norman barely landed the left hook, and he had Cuevas buckled. Good feint there from Norman. Norman still moving forward. Good jab to the stomach there from Brian Norman Jr. Yeah, Derrick Cuevas needs to get, if he has another gear, he needs to get out of it because Brian Norman Jr. is starting to show that separation. Cuevas bounces on his toes, trying to get his rhythm. Good defense there from Norman. Norman doing a great job keeping that right hand, blocking the left hook of Derrick Cuevas. Cuevas starting to bounce on his toes. Trying to break the rhythm of Brian Norman by changing his rhythm. Good right hand to the body from Brian Norman Jr. Then a left hook from Brian Norman Jr. Yeah, Brian Norman Jr. is doing a great job of changing his punch selection here. That's the difference, I think, is the punch selection. Brian Norman's got a more diverse punch selection. You know, it's not just jab, right hand, left hook. Sometimes it's a swivel jab. Sometimes it's a right uppercut. Sometimes it's a left uppercut. Cuevas is a lot more textbook, and I think Brian Norman is seeing all of his punches, so nothing's really troubling Brian too much right now. As long as Norman keeps that right hand glued and doesn't get hit with that left hook, it'll be all right. Good jab to the stomach there by Brian Norman again. They go double feint there from Brian Norman Jr. and Cuevas grazes him with the left hook. So Cuevas isn't landing the left hook flush, but he's still throwing it enough and presenting enough danger for Brian Norman to have to be cautious. Oh, Brian Norman just misses the overhand right. That would have put Cuevas out. They would have landed. Derrick Cuevas not really showing. Oh! Left hook from Norman. Cuevas is hurt again. And then down he goes. Down he goes. Derrick Cuevas is down. Derrick Cuevas looking really, really terrible. He don't want to be in there. And that's it. That is it. Brian Norman Jr. stops Derrick Cuevas in 3 rounds. There you go. Artizio Jr. He was just working for him. You were right. I had Brian Norman in 7, but hey, shit, he got him out there in 3. So good for him. They don't pay you for overtime. Cuevas wasn't showing no gears. He wasn't showing no levels. Brian Norman Jr. goes and he shows respect to Cuevas. Yeah, he quit. Yeah, Cuevas got punched up a couple times and he looked for a way out and he didn't want to be there. So hey, it is what it is. He spent all those years rebuilding, got his big moment, and when the moment came, the moment was too big for him. And it is what it is. I was never that high on Cuevas back when I used to see him fight, and I see why. You know, I was hoping he would give Brian Norman a better fight, but going back and watching him on film, his punch selection he's too reliant upon the left hook. And when Brian Norman, you know, figured that out, which didn't take him long, he had no other plan B or C or D. Man, beat the shit out of Cuevas. Yeah, I like what I saw from Norman. Norman did a great job just boxing behind that jab, going to the body, and then mixing up his punch selection. Sometimes it's the 1-2, sometimes it's the 2-1. Jab into the chest, jab into the stomach. You know, just really a really educated, mature performance from Brian Norman Jr. Obviously, Cuevas is no world beater, but look, Cuevas hadn't fought what? Cuevas 27-1-1, 19 knockouts. You know, good puncher, a good record on paper, decent amateur experience. But again, I mean, I know Cuevas. I've seen Cuevas fight plenty of times. 5 years ago, I've been around him. Never really been the highest on him, and I got reminded tonight of why I was. So this fight for Brian Norman Jr. was exactly what the doctor ordered. Brian Norman looks like $1 million. Brian Norman beats the brakes off of this Puerto Rican and defends his belt. In a quite easy fashion. It's unfortunate Pops wasn't here to for you guys to get his reaction, but yeah, that might be it for Cuevas. Cuevas didn't really show anything that I think would make people want to bring him back. So I mean, you know, he's gonna have to do some more rebuilding because he wasn't ready for this level. I hear you. It wouldn't. He fought late 2023, so you know, Top Rank. You know how they do. I mean, he's Top Rank. It's that Top Rank matchmaking. Good stuff with Brian Norman Jr. though. When they first signed this fight, like back in was it September, I thought Brian would get a late round stoppage. Then as it got closer, I thought Brian would get a 7-round stoppage, but shit, he did it in 3, so I exceeded my expectations. Here's Brian Norman Jr.
Looked like he caught you with a hook to the body. Did you feel it?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
And then you adjusted. Describe that to me.
No, just simple, just getting back into it. Like I said, I've been out for 10 months, so it's just getting back in the field, getting in front of everybody. But as you see, it wasn't a struggle at all. Great opponent, never been stopped. Only got 1 defeat, and you see what I did with him.
He's never been down.
Oh, I ain't even know that. Never been down, never been stopped. Look what I done did to him.
10 months, I know it's been a hard road with your hands. Do you feel like a champ tonight? Did you carry yourself like one?
Oh, best believe that. You best believe that. Not just a champ, but future legend in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's the Brian Norman show now. So now y'all better come out and see me.
Okay, Brian, talk that shit, Brian.
Like I said, everything was perfect coming into this fight. My time is now.
He's a son of a fighter like you. He's a proud guy. He's a rugged guy. As I said, never been down. Are you at all surprised that you took care of him so quick?
Not at all. Yeah. No matter what, he ain't never fought me. He ain't never fought beating on the stone. You feel me? So I don't care if you don't fought in the past or you don't been in the ring with in the past. If you ain't never fought beating on the junior, the assassin, but you ain't never fought nobody.
You're a young champ in an old division. What do you want? What do you want next?
What do I want next is one of these belts. You know what I'm saying? You see they out here trying to make unification, undefeated fights. Where my little piece at?
Listen, there was a lot of talk about you fighting Jerron Ennis and Staniotis. There was talk about you fighting Staniotis. What do you want either of those guys to take from tonight?
Then I'm right here. Sure, after y'all fight, I'm right here. I'm still in the welterweight division. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got a belt as well. You see it on my shoulder. You see what I just did with dude last night. I can do y'all the same exact way.
Thanks a lot, Chip. Bernie, back to you.
There you go, man. Hey, shout out to Brian Norman Jr. I like how Brian Norman carries himself, man. Brian Norman said, "Look, you talking to a future legend in the game." That's how every fighter should believe in himself. And you can look. I had my fair share of things to say about Brian Norman for the whole Boots situation. Listen, he did what he had to do. Hopefully, Boots does what he has to do, and they can come back to the table and negotiate the fight, and it could be a bigger fight, and we'll all tune in, we'll all watch it. But listen, when you get your fights and you're supposed to, show out, you got to show out, and he did that tonight. So really impressed with him. Really impressed with him taking care of business. Obviously, Cuevas is not a world beater, but he had a good record. Experienced pro, good, decent amateur experience, and took care of him like it was nothing. Do I think he will fight Jin Sasaki? I don't know. That all depends on if the winner of Boots versus Staniotis will fight him next. If the winner of Boots versus Staniotis fights him next, then I think we could get Brian Norman Jr. versus Jin Sasaki. And I'll tell you this right now, Jin Sasaki is a better fighter than Derrick Cuevas. Derrick Cuevas got punched up a couple of times and he looked for a way out. So, that's his cross to bear. That's his problem. But hey, it's boxing. They call the ring. They call that boxing ring the chamber of truth, and the truth was exposed. Was exposed. So I hope he fights Jin. I would like to see Jin versus Brian. If I was the commissioner of boxing and I had it my way, there's no other fight in boxing I'd want to see more than Brian Norman versus Jin.
Fight over?
Over.
Full front?
3 rounds.
Holy crap!
Yeah. So Paul, we got Pops here. He quit.
He did?
He quit. Like he got dropped twice.
Holy
and the second time he got dropped, the referee was really yelling at him. He said, "Hey, look at me." He turned his back, looked at me, and he looked out the ring, and the referee played it off. You got anything to say for yourself, Mr. Puerto Rico?
Well,
told you what was gonna happen to him.
I know.
Your original assessment of him was true.
Yeah, fucking piece of shit.
Yo.
But hey, he did the best he could. There's levels to boxing, and Norman's just in a different level. Congratulations to Atlanta and Norman Jr. Para Puerto Rico, pues levántate la cabeza como quiera, una vergüenza que perdió.
What's next to Derrick Cuevas?
Cuevas. Entonces yo no sé para dónde va ahora. Le deseo mucha suerte y espero que más oportunidades vienen, pero esta fue una de las más grandes oportunidades que tuvo para ganarse el título. Pues como quiera, aquí de Puerto Rico y para adelante.
You want to try what he said in English?
Yeah, I just said that the ace of Norman. Congratulations to him. Very embarrassing on Cuevas' part, but there's levels to boxing. That's what they say. And I wish him that he maybe gets another opportunity and win the title. But this time, it's probably one of the biggest times to get it, and he didn't do it. So Puerto Rico, hold your head up, and move on.
You know what's the crazy part of the boxing industry is?
Wow.
Top are gonna recycle the hell. They're gonna use them. Guys, I'm willing to bet anything you want.
You serious?
Mark my words. Rohan Polanco will fight Derrick Cuevas. Mark my words. You know how Top Rank does it. Recycle.
That is so crazy.
But talk to the people because I'm gonna put the Golden Boy. Guys, we're gonna switch to the Golden Boy card because with all due respect to the ladies, I'm sure it'll be a good fight, and I'll watch it later on. I want Oscar Claus is apparently fighting right now.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna have Zepeda versus Tevin Farmer. So we're gonna switch. All right, you guys keep it locked. We're gonna still be here. So get your comments in, smash that like button, super chat, all that stuff. Top tunes.
Yeah, man. So far, the first two fights we've seen, Norman came out and did what he's supposed to do. Now, all I want to see in the future is him in boots. I don't care about anybody else. I want to see him in boots. That's what I want to see. That's what Norman should go from here. We don't know what they're going to do with him, but he won. Won his first defense. Happy for him. Bring on boots. That's all I want from him. For Cuevas, like I said, very disappointed. We knew what the deal was, and we just have to wait and see with him. But, the other Puerto Rican that's real good, brings the honor to the country. Is Calas, where he's going to be fighting soon. So, yeah.
He's fighting right now.
He's fighting now? Oh, yeah, he's fighting now. Oh, yeah.
All right, so Oscar Calas, let me switch the banner. Let me make a new banner right quick. Someone said Cuevas needs to stay out of America. That's how we don't take the necessary fights to build yourself before stepping up.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you said, top radios on a match like that.
To be fair, they did get him coming off a layoff too.
Yeah, so still, man. He almost knocked him up the second round, third round, right?
All right, guys. So Oscar Collazo versus Cano. We've switched, guys.
Yeah.
We're watching Oscar Collazo versus Cano. Oscar Collazo, quite possibly the best Puerto Rican fighter in boxing right now. One of the better fighters pound for pound in the world right now.
Yeah.
And the lineal and the WBO 105-pound champion. And he's fighting a Mexican, so this is Mexico versus Puerto Rico. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I don't even know who he's fighting. 11-0. He's fighting Edwin Cano Hernandez. 13-2-1. How many knockouts? 4 knockouts.
Yeah.
This guy, he lost to David Jimenez. He got knocked out by David Jimenez in three rounds. Jimenez is a good contender.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to beat the brakes off this dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, round 1, Collazo, Cano. Collazo in the orange trunks. Cano in the green trunks.
Yeah.
Oscar Collazo in that really educated southpaw stance. Throws the jab, just misses. Circles back to his left. Cano whips the right hook that just misses.
Yeah.
Good defense there by Collazo. Collazo just misses the big overhand left. Oh, good jab by Collazo.
Oh, the minute when he is Farmer and
Yeah, it's a pain. This is the co-main event.
Oh, to wrap him up.
Yeah, Oscar keeps circling to his right. I think there it is. I was gonna say he's gonna throw the straight left hand on the middle, and that's what he did. He just landed 2 of them right down the middle on Cano. And it is worth knowing that this tonight, guys, just so you guys know, this is what is it? The 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th defense of the WBO title for Oscar Collazo tonight. He's trying to defend the title for the 5th successful time. WBO. Puerto Rican, WBO. Yeah. Paco. Yeah. Paco. And so far, right now, Oscar's starting to find the range a bit more as this round goes on. The Mexican has a bit of cement in his feet. Not really the fleetest of foot. Collazo's doing a great job going left, going right, setting a lot of traps with his feet. And good power jab to the stomach there from Collazo. That actually moves Cano back. He landed the jab to the stomach and it moved him back. 37 seconds left here in the first round. Ooh, good right hook to the body from Collazo. And then a straight left hand, and then a right hook behind the left hand. Yep. Collazo doing a great job mixing up his combination, varying his attack. Oh my God, straight left hand, right hook. Yeah, Cano has got so far he's had very shady defense. And there's the biggest thing I see difference-wise between the two is Oscar Collazo has a massive speed advantage. Yeah. He's getting his punches off way faster. And so a very dominant first round. Look, there was no knockdowns in that first round. That could damn near be a 10-8 round without a knockdown. It was that one-sided. You got anything you want to add?
No, I like Collazo. Collazo, he looks good. He's shining like he's supposed to. Shining soft from the Caribbean, Puerto Rico. So, like you said, this is just a keep in shape type of fight, right?
Yeah, I mean, the guy is fought at a decent level, but he's not. In Oscar's defense, damn near anything that's not one of the champions in this weight class is going to be a stay-busy type of fight because 105, I mean, in this weight class, there's only 291 fighters in the entire weight class. So there's not a lot of fighters to begin with. Right. And then, and even less elite fighters. So the pool of talent isn't, massive.
For sure.
Even if you compare it to, if you compare his weight class to flyweight, super flyweight, this weight class has 700, 800 fighters.
Oh, okay.
This has 291 fighters. So the pool of talent is very thin.
You gotta take what you throw at you.
But shout out to everybody watching us, all 36 of you guys. Make sure you guys
like button.
Smash the like button, super chat, subscribe, and most definitely, leave your thoughts. We want to hear from you guys. Shout out to Lex Luthor, yes sir. Oscar Collazo time, yes. I'm kind of upset that you weren't here when it actually happened. Your reaction was hilarious. He looked out of the ring. Like, the referee is really yelling at him to come look at him to not stop the fight, and he wouldn't look at him, and he's looking out the ring.
Holy crap. Oh, because he didn't want the fight to get stopped? Oh, he was just out of it?
He's out of it. He don't want to be there.
He got a good paycheck. God bless him. Puerto Rican, they don't take advantage of it.
Good jabs to the stomach there by Collazo. And then an overhand left from Collazo. Collazo now showing some defense in the pocket, slipping some shots on the inside.
You can tell his levels this.
I'll be honest. I know that he's gonna stay at 105 and defend his belt.
Yeah.
But man, at some point, I'm not gonna get on him now for it because the big fights haven't happened yet.
Yeah.
But when Oscar fights the big fights, and I think he'll win these big fights at 105. He need to move his ass up to 108.
For real?
Where the real smoke is at.
Yeah.
To
test himself.
There's nothing here. I mean, I want to say nothing, but it's not a lot of talent.
To test himself with.
Oh, actually, no, man. See, I'm 5% Japanese. So in every weight class, we got a Japanese fighter or somebody.
Yeah.
At least in the lower weight classes.
Yeah.
And Oscar can't leave the 105 until he fights my boy. My boy Uni Takada.
Think you'll beat him?
Oscar probably beat him, but I like Uni.
Japanese fighter. Right
He's
now.
half Filipino, half Japanese.
I'm talking about.
But right now we're round 2 of Oscar Collazo versus Cano. And right now there hasn't been anything. Oscar hasn't had anything to worry about. Oscar's just cruising in cruise control. If he wants to land the overhand left, he landed the overhand left. You want to land the jab, he landed the jab. You want to land the right hook, he landed the right hook.
Yeah.
So far, nothing. There's really been nothing of consequence landed on him.
No.
Good uppercut there from Collazo, and then an overhand left by Collazo.
So you could do a 12.
I'll tell you right now, he better not take this fucking 12 rounds. Oscar better get a stop. This dude's getting hit with everything. I mean, I don't want to be the armchair quarterback, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, so far Oscar's in cruise control.
Yeah.
He's landing punches around the guard, jabs down the middle.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Geez.
it's a beautiful combination
Yeah.
there from Collazo. Left hand, right hook from Collazo.
Yeah.
And through 2 rounds, it's probably one of the easiest fights I've scored in a while. 2-0 Oscar.
Yeah. They're fighting a small venue, huh?
Yeah, they're fighting they're in Cancun.
Yeah, well, we've seen Angelo over there, New York.
Huh?
Angelo Leo, New York.
Vegas.
Oh, Vegas?
Oh, it's down the street from his house.
Oh.
Shout out to everybody here. Tevin Farmer versus William Zepeda is next. So if y'all got any thoughts on that fight, let me know.
Zepeda's winning that fight.
Listen, Zepeda will win that fight even if he loses.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fall to the boxing?
I just want to see if Tevin Farmer actually beats him. I want to see how bad of a rivalry will it be.
For real?
How bad will he fuck Tevin Farmer tonight if he wins? I'm telling you right now, he could win 9 rounds and still lose.
Is that bad?
And then
Zepeda's
Zepeda's gonna say, yeah, you know, I was trying to fight this guy, but he wanted to lose right around the ring.
I want to see him fight Shakur.
He's Jesus and Collazo hasn't won yet. Right now, we're in round 3 of his fight against Edwin Cano, and you know it's been one-way traffic. It's been pretty one-sided so far. Collazo's there's not really anything coming back at him. It's been pretty smooth sailing.
Yep.
I'm hoping at some point Cano can show some resistance because it's like a sparring match.
He's showing up.
I'm gonna say it like this: this fight is so lopsided. If Oscar Collazo don't get a knockout, pops.
Have your favorite.
No. If you don't get a knockout, I'm gonna say he got exposed.
For real?
Yes. This is the. I don't know where they found this dude.
But where the odds at?
Let's check the odds because this is ridiculous. This is one-way traffic.
5-1, 6-1.
No, this is at least 12-1 minimum.
No.
Minimum.
Come on. Man.
Probably 20-1.
Seriously?
Yeah, this dude is. Watch. I'll tell you right now. Oscar Collazo and Cano. The odds are 13-1.
Holy
13-1.
crap!
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You watch
Jesus M says Valle versus Sparza. I heard who won that fight? I forgot who won that fight. Somebody commented earlier. Who won Valle versus? I hope
Valle won.
Oh, Valle won. I like her. Big fan of her work on Instagram.
Well, they got 3 sisters, 2 sisters.
I like all of them.
Yeah.
It's the finest sisters in the whole history of boxing. The
Really?
Valle sisters.
They all married too, ain't they?
No. But yeah, round 3 of Collazo versus Edwin Cano. Oscar's just still in control.
Yeah.
Good body shots there from Cano. Cano finally lands some shots to the body. Good right hook to the body from Cano, but a good right hook to the body from Collazo, and then a straight left hand by Collazo. And Collazo ties him up. Okay, a nice little uppercut from Collazo, and then nice right hook. I like what he did there. Collazo, he slipped inside into the right hook. That was nice. There you go. Good overhand left from Collazo, and then a right hook around the guard. And then beautiful angle, and then a nice subtle left hook to the body from Collazo. And these body shots are going to add up. These body shots are going to accumulate. And Oscar, if Oscar keeps doing what he's doing, he should get this guy out of here within no more than 3 more rounds, I think. But, you know, these Mexicans are tough. You know, they come from a really gritty place, so you can't just think they're going to fold. Another body shot from Collazo. And Cano felt that one because now he's wincing a little bit.
Yeah.
Left hand to the head from Collazo. And Collazo's just throwing like these laser guided missiles. Every punch he seems to throw seems to land. He can't miss the left hand. He can't miss the right hook. He can't miss the right uppercut. In fact, Pops, this is Oscar Collazo's, in terms of odds.
Yeah.
This is the most lopsided fight since he's been champion in terms of odds.
Holy crap,
13-1. His last fight, he was only an 8-1 favorite. The fight before that, he was 8-1. The fight before that, he was 12-1. And the fight before that, he was 7-1. And then when he fought Melvin Jerusalem, he was barely a 2-1 favorite.
That was a fight.
So Williams Zepeda's in the locker room getting some Vaseline put on his face. We are only moments away from Zepeda versus Farmer 2. The millions and millions.
People like this fight. This fight. I don't know.
It's cool. I mean, Farmer did fight well in the first fight. He put him on his ass. Some people thought Farmer won, but I don't think it's a fight people needed to see.
No.
But I'd still rather watch it than Mayer versus Sandy.
Yeah, I would have watched him against Shakur.
It's not happening.
No,
because Shakur runs. We want an entertaining fight.
Yeah.
They're into all that running bullshit. But anyway, we go to round 4. Oscar Collazo versus Edwin Cano. WBO minimum weight title online. It's been pretty much one-way traffic. Collazo's up 3 rounds to nothing.
Yeah.
All right, good uppercut from
I gotta go.
Leave me alone myself.
Yeah, I gotta go. McKillen, no wake up. Go wake up.
You should wake up.
Go.
Go. Go before I get mad. Just go. Thank you.
Good night, guys. I love you. You real big?
All right, so Pops is gone. I thought I ended the live now if you're not here.
Why?
Because I don't give a damn about these fights.
No.
I'm only doing them because you're here.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
But I got ready to wake up. Okay, don't end the live.
Baby.
You got.
We got a lot. I don't want to say something on the live, but.
You got secure. You got.
We good. Go.
Go.
I'll
say go ahead. You say go ahead.
Nobody's really. I don't even think you guys are interested in these fights because I ain't getting no comments. Nobody's saying nothing.
No? Nobody is.
I got 29 people still here watching us faithfully, but
yeah.
Ain't shit really happening.
Yeah.
Big left hand by Collazo, and I think this might be the time. Might be time to start the bus and go home. Damn, this Mexican's still standing.
Yeah.
Chola says LMAO. Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. Kano is hurt again. He's hurt. Body shots, head shots from Collazo.
Yeah.
And Kano is doing a good job. He's surviving. I mean, there's still a minute left, but good overhand left from Kano. Finally, yeah. Don't let obvious punch upon you, man. You gotta show the Mexican heart. Oh. Oscar felt that right hook.
Yeah.
Collazo do a little bit of smiling. He better not get too careless. This Mexican. They got 2 lead right hooks by Oscar Collazo. Nope, you're wrong. Shakur fights in the pocket and still can't be touched. You see this? I made a joke about Shakur running, and then you always get like a dick riding fan that'll come here and then be like, "Oh, you're wrong." Shakur fight. I was joking around when I said that. That's what they say. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the promoters of Zepeda say that.
He just create fight for you.
Not bad for saying what I said about being a dick rider. I wish Shakur would fight somebody who could actually punch.
Yeah.
He fights in the pocket. He fights in the pocket against Josh Padley, Felix Caraballo, Oscar Duarte. He looked like he been enjoying his time off.
Yeah, losing weight, right?
Hell yeah, look fat as hell. They got Oscar Duarte ringside. His face got chubbier.
Yeah.
He's been enjoying his time off since he won his last fight.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta cheat on stuff and enjoy yourself.
That's how you start losing fights. Just that mentality.
Yeah.
That sentence you just said, that exact sentence you said has ruined a lot of careers.
I know, but you gotta enjoy yourself a little bit.
That sentence you just said has ruined. Most fighters can't discipline themselves to enjoy themselves a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit becomes fucking the whole life.
Yeah.
He's very chubby. And shout out to my boy Jan Backus, the professional heavyweight, Hachiochi Nakaya Boxing Gym. Shout out to you, champ.
Oh wow.
Wow. My friend. Before he was a professional boxer. He didn't even plan on doing that.
Yeah.
But he's gonna be one of the only Japanese. He's German, but German Japanese.
Oh, you're talking about the
He says, "Nah, bro, I'm not a dick rider. Just reiterate
That's what I said. You
your
trying to correct
words.
it.
They're not my words. They're the words of the promoters.
Yeah.
They say that.
Yeah.
So go find Williams Pena. Go find Pitbull Cruz. Go find Zanfer Promotions, and go tell them that Shakur doesn't run around. I'm just the messenger.
Yeah, he like me fuck De Los Santos. I tell you that. That's what be a lot about Shakur. Can't take a hard hit with nobody. I'm not fighting.
The De Los Santos fight, in my opinion, wasn't even the worst one.
Look, for me,
the worst one was when he fought Nakatili, the cop.
Yeah.
Oh, finally, Collazo drops Cano here in round 5. Finally, Cano is down. The body shots have added up. And that is it. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. For the 5th time,
Mama Puerto Rico!
Oscar Collazo successfully defends the WB.
Man, he ain't getting out.
WBO title. Oh, Cano is messed up. He not getting up at all. He can't even. Collazo really messed up.
Not funny to laugh, but I'm just saying, like, you say if you don't get a knockout, you're not gonna be too happy. Yeah.
I'm glad he got a knockout early too. He didn't, because this was such a lopsided fight. Like, Cano wasn't giving you any resistance.
Yeah.
He was letting you hit him all the time.
Yeah.
If Collazo would have won 12 rounds, I would have said he got exposed. He didn't win. So I'm glad he went ahead and he showed out. He did what he needed to do.
Yeah.
But like we need to see him in there against like the top guys. There's not a whole lot of guys in this weight class that can hang with him. He'll be a minimum 9-1 favorite against everyone. That's not Melvin Jerusalem or Pedro Tajuan or the champion. So hopefully Golden Wind Promotions pays the money they gotta pay to make these fights happen for him, because he deserves it. He barely had this title. He defended it 5 times already.
Are they not from the same those fighters in the same?
No, they're in Japan and stuff.
Oh, well, you gotta do it.
Yeah,
There's a problem with
no problem, Jan. Hopefully, looking forward to you getting your first win in the pros, man.
Good luck, man.
Shakur tried to fight Zepeda, but him and Oscar and the trainer are full of duck sauce. What the fuck are you talking about? Stop hating. You see this shit? Do you see why I don't talk about Shakur or Devin or Tio or Ryan? I joke around. I'm not even saying my words. I'm saying the words of the promoters. Yeah. I'm literally using the words of Zanfer Promotions, and somehow I'm hating.
Some of these guys, they get hurt. They get too emotional like women.
Zepeda did duck Shakur. I've said that before. I'm pretty sure I've made a video about it. Zepeda has been criticized on this channel for ducking Shakur Stevenson. He's no different than any other Zanfer Promotions fighter.
And for me, I lost a lot of respect for Shakur, even when he won that fight with De Los Santos, because he got hit one time with De Los Santos. He started with. He don't like to get hit. And if he fights De Los Santos again, someone will beat him. Promise you.
I don't know about that.
No,
I don't know about all that.
I think he'll beat him. You don't like to get hit?
Do you like hitting it?
The guy's from Newark, New Jersey.
That don't mean anything.
I was
nothing.
from Jersey City, New Jersey, when I first came from Puerto Rico. Come on, rough in the rough.
That don't mean anything.
And you talk all this junk about all your fighters, about your defensive skills and all this shit. Get hit once and you want to run out off the bike. Come on.
Can you not talk about Shakur? If there's one fight, if there's one fighter on earth, I don't want to talk about it, Shakur. I don't want to talk about lightweight. I hate the entire weight class. No, I don't like nobody in the weight class. The one guy I actually like they all at some point in their career. Shakur, Tank, Devin, and Ryan, all of them at some point have proven to be not as good as advertised. Yeah. So it is what it is. The top ranked main event is starting. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on my other computer. I'm gonna go ahead and keep my eyes on it. Maybe they'll turn into a better fight.
What, females?
Honestly, it might actually turn into a better fight than Zepeda and Tevin.
Fight,
I'm gonna give Tevin. Listen, Tevin is gonna get 4 rounds from me. He's gonna get 4 rounds.
I'm not even excited for that fight, to be honest.
We'll take a look back at these highlights here, but Sergio, usually when you see this kind of footwork, this kind of punch variety, it's not often paired.
Yeah, I think Shakur would beat De Los Santos in the rematch.
I'm just saying he don't like to get hit. That showed me a lot about Shakur.
Nope. Nobody likes getting hit.
No, I'm saying he's supposed to be the it factor, right? Even when he stands in the pocket in the Philly shuffle, he don't throw no punches.
My only gripe with Shakur is that he don't know how to actually stand in the pocket when there's actual real punches in front of him.
I'm saying.
Like De Los Santos hit him, circled. When he fought Nakatilia, circled the ring, then he got hit. So
anyway, we're not hating on Shakur, it's special talent, but we gotta go in there and fight, bro.
all right, so Sandy Ryan and Mikayla Mayer are getting started on Top Rank. Okay. Mikayla Mayer in the blue trunks. Sandy Ryan in the brown trunks. Okay. Mikayla Mayer with the overhand right. Yup. When has Shakur not proven to be as good as advertised? Oh, come on, man. Do we have to go there? I don't want to, this is why, this is specifically why, when certain fighters, I don't even like talking about them. I make one joke, and now the whole live becomes about them. Delos Santos, Nakatilia. It's not hard. That wasn't, to be fair to Shakur, that wasn't his fault. That was Turkey's fault. Shakur didn't pick him. Turkey did.
I still did okay. It's my 12th fight. I still got things to learn. A lot of things. I did a lot for so little fights, and I have to learn a lot. I give my grade like a C minus because I know I got a lot to learn.
That's a C minus in the Wolves den, because you came to Mexico to win. What in that good? What does it take for you to get an A?
Hey, just keep learning. When I see my team and they give me an A, that's when I say, okay, I'm finished. Or when I'm finished with positive.
Call someone out, man. Call someone out. We don't care about your grade. Call someone out.
Thank you so much. Great performance. And yes.
One thing to say like always. This statement was to all the people that didn't know what the low weight class can do. Co-main event, we got the first knockout of the card. We make it happen. Hey, we want that money. With low weight class, we get that money. And we coming to stay.
Small by mighty. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
talk to him, Oscar. We want that money, champ. Oscar de la Hoya and Golden Boy, bring out the brick truck. It's like one of the best fighters.
Yeah.
But they gotta start actually putting him in the real fights.
Yeah,
He's defended this shit 5 times now. He's been a minimum.
In July. We got the ring. Fido give me the ring. July. Junio, June, July. Hey, we ready. I got things to bet that too. We give us the opportunity. Hey, we want the car in Puerto Rico. Let's get it.
Oh, that means he ain't fighting nobody. If he's fighting in Puerto Rico, he's gonna fight a can. They're gonna find someone worse than this. So Oscar Calao said he wants his next fight in Puerto Rico, and that's cool. But I'm telling y'all straight away, I'm telling y'all right now, if Shakur fight in Puerto Rico, or not Shakur, see you guys did, Oscar, if Oscar fights in Puerto Rico his next fight, they're gonna find someone worse than this.
Yeah.
They will find someone worse than this. Shakur is the best at 135. I'm twisting it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Shakur, right now, in my mind, ain't nobody at 135 the best. Devin ain't the best. Ryan ain't the best. Tank ain't the best. Shakur ain't the best. They all of them. Tio, all of them are overrated to me. I mean, Tio's at 40, but I'm saying they're all. Some of those guys I mentioned aren't even at 140. Only Shakur and Tank are at 135. But 135, when those guys were there, it was one of the most overrated weight classes. I like 135.
Is it Shakur fighting soon?
I like Keyshawn Davis, though. I do like Keyshawn Davis.
Yeah.
De Los Santos versus Keyshawn Davis. I like that fight. I mean, I wish De Los Santos wasn't coming out of a 13-year layout, but that's kind of like a similar situation to what they did with Cuevas. Cuevas didn't fight for 13, 14 months, and he got the one-on-one fight. I don't think they'd fight De Los Santos if De Los Santos actually had fought within the last year.
Yeah.
I think they would go a different direction. But because of the inactivity, I think they're more inclined to make the fight.
Of course.
How about David Jimenez? Oh, my God. I would love to see Collazo against David Jimenez. Very good fighter. World championship caliber fighter. Do that fight. But, again,
Oh,
Yokobai and one. Okay. But they're trying to build Oscar Collazo into an attraction. So if he fights in Puerto Rico, if you thought this guy was bad, wait till you see the next opponent.
That's crazy.
But maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe I'll be dead wrong, and they'll actually pull like a David Jimenez.
Yeah, but why don't the other promoters from the other champions go seek him?
I'm sure. I mean, I'm
why
sure they
don't
want
only
to.
seeking them? I mean, why we want him? They got promoters.
He ain't the only one seeking them.
Yeah.
It's just money. They better bring Pedro Tajo out of Puerto Rico. These weak touches are just wasting his career. I wouldn't say they're wasting his career. You gotta remember, like, nobody really pays attention to 105. Like, I'm a boxing nerd. I pay attention to the top of 105 and maybe like the top 5 at best. But most people don't even pay that much attention to 105. So they gotta build him up. I understand the business part of it, but I feel like, look, he's defended the belt 5 times and all that. 5 times. So now it's time to like go ahead and pay that man and get him a real opponent.
Does somebody really want to see this fight? Was this fight on demand? Or they just want the public wants demand on this fight or no?
Huh?
This is a beta fight.
No. The only fight they want to see is him versus Shakur, but like they didn't want Zepeda didn't want the fight. Typical Zanfer Promotions, Fernando Beltran bullshit. Like they don't want to fight nobody. They want to just pick overmatched fighters and put them in Mexico and rob them. Like
it's aggression. That's what I want to see him against Shakur.
Shakur will cook Zepeda. He'll beat the shit out of Zepeda.
Yeah.
That'll be the fight where people will say, "Wow, he's really good."
Yeah.
He can't beat Shakur.
Yeah.
Because he's a volume puncher.
Yeah.
I don't think a volume punch. A lot of people think a volume puncher will beat Shakur, but volume isn't going to beat Shakur. You got to actually have real thump.
Yeah.
Like one punch thump. He don't got one punch thump. He got volume. 10, 15 punch thump. He needs to. He will not even win 3 rounds against Shakur.
For real?
I'm dead ass serious. That was confirmed to me even more when I watched him fight Tevin Farmer the first time. The fact that he has rematch Tevin Farmer lets me know that he's not ready for Shakur. In fact, I got a bet with my barber. I bet him a haircut, and if I win, I get a free haircut. If I lose, I pay him like $80.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get me a free haircut. If they fight, I'm getting me a free. And I tell you, if
Shakur now.
I'm telling you right now, if I lose, bro, I'm gonna find Shakur myself. I'm gonna say you owe me $80. But shout out to everybody that's still rocking with us. It's your boy BT. Right now, Mikayla Mayer and Sandy Ryan, they're in what round? Yeah. They are in the 3rd round of their fight. They're doing their thing right now. I'm not really scoring it, but oh shit, wrong one.
Why are they showing this?
Because we're just waiting for Zepeda and Tevin Farmer. Mm-hmm. David Esther says, I don't like women's boxing. To be honest with you, man, when I was younger, I used to like women's boxing a lot more than I do now. I think as I'm getting older, I'm starting to like it less and less. Yeah. Do you like women's boxing, Dad? Like, I respect them. I respect the women's fighters. Like, I know a lot of women's fighters. I respect the dedication, but I don't. Unless it's like truly 2 elite fighters, like Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, something like that, I don't really care for it too much these days.
I mean, good luck for them. I mean, they're trying. It's not what I'm excited about.
Women know they like women's boxing. David says, "Hey BT, what do you think of the chances that we get a fight with Virgil Ortiz and Errol Spence? Slim to none. I don't think we'll get that fight at all. No way. We know Oscar has problems with
come back,
huh?
I think he's supposed to come back with Spence.
Come back and do what?
I don't know. I ain't so excited about that.
Come on, Pop. You don't look excited. You don't look excited for this fight.
No, I don't care about this fight either.
You want to go to sleep?
Yeah, that too. But I'm just saying, Peter. I mean, who wants to see this?
The 30 people watching True School Sports want to see this. The third, right? Y'all tell Pops. Pop said he asked who wants to see Zepeda versus Tevin Farmer in the rematch, and I said there's 32 of you guys here.
Turned that damn fight down with Shakur. I lost a lot of respect for him. This guy, he's pretty much set up. He's good. He's coming back for him.
Because he want to be champion.
He's been out for like a couple years, right?
No, this is his third fight back. He fought Ryan Murata, he fought Zapata.
Yeah.
And he had a stay busy fight before Ryan Murata.
Yeah.
So it's like his fourth or his fifth fight back.
Yeah.
Come on, do you guys think Tanner Farmer will ruin Zapata versus Shakur? We're here, man. You guys asked for the live fight reactions. We're giving the back. They're back and they're better than ever. So smash that like button, subscribe, super chat, all that good stuff. We here. Justin Todd said no.
What's that?
I'm not sure what he's saying no to. I think he means no. No, you don't care, or no, you do care.
I'm like,
look, Rocky Austin reports. He says, "Yo, BT, your boy Jin Sasaki just pulled up on Brian Norman Jr. It's on Fight Hub TV. I told you."
What happened?
Jin Sasaki just went on. You know what? To hell with all that. Let's check this out. Hold on, man.
That's crazy.
We're gonna go to screen share. To hell with I don't want to. Right now, who cares about Zapata and Farmer? We gotta see this. I gotta see this. I told you guys. I said Jin is there. He's not going there just to sit there and watch the fight.
Yeah.
He gonna go there and call him out.
Yeah, you did say that.
So I gotta see this shit. I gotta see this. Let's see. Jin Sasaki pulls up on Brian Norman and demands. I told you. I knew it.
Holy crap.
Yes, sir.
I
know he's not the regular polite.
Yeah,
I mean he's polite, he's cool, but like he's not just gonna go there to watch the fight. He gonna go pull up on him.
Yeah, thank you for letting us know.
I was in Japan when I was in Japan at the Inoue fight. Remember he called Brian.
Holy crap.
Hey guys.
Hold on,
Holy crap. You called it, Benny. He said he's in Japanese. I thought about the micro.
This is a challenge.
Hold on, I gotta mute this. Okay, mute. Come on, man.
That's more saying this shit.
Hold on, wait.
Holy crap.
All right, so basically, I mean, you guys saying you can't hear. I don't know why you couldn't hear, so I guess I got to work on that. But
yeah.
Basically, Jin Sasaki said he wants to fight him. He wants to fight him. He thinks he'll beat him, become the first Japanese welterweight world champion in history. And Brian just said, look, if he can't get the big fights, he right now his focus is on the champions. But if he can't get the champions, then he said he has no problem going to Japan to fight him.
Yeah, make the fight happen.
So, thank you. It's in play. Jin Sasaki versus Brian Norman Jr. Listen, he had the speech. He had it written down.
I didn't think they
I told you. I told you.
Japanese are honor, and then they don't.
He was respectful. But I told you, he's not the introverted, polite.
No.
He's not the introverted. No, he gonna go. Jin Sasaki gonna talk his shit. Like,
yeah, like you said.
I told you.
Before the live, you said that was gonna happen.
I can't wait.
It's showing up. He's so
fucked up.
Thank you for subscribing. Like I told us.
That's gonna get its own video on Truth. As soon as this live is done, that's getting its own video on Truth.
Holy crap.
Straight up, that's getting its own video.
That's some crazy shit. You said he's gonna get up there. Remember when we started?
Told you he didn't just fly. That's a long ass flight.
He walked right up to him with the I thought the contract was. He was just telling congratulations, being champion and everything. But you need to fight me.
Correct. So.
And I gotta give it to Noah. He wasn't being disrespectful.
That's one of the top. That's one of the top fights I want to see in boxing.
He been calling that for a minute.
MEZBX says, now why the fuck would Norman go to Japan to fight Sasaki? Okay, here's the part, MEZ, where I turn you over and I use your previous comments against you. Because Top Rank's not gonna pay him $1.5 million. That's why. That's why he's gonna go there. And they will pay him in Japan. He would get paid out there. Probably more than he would for any fight against any other non-champion. If he can't get the Boots fight, of course. If he gets Boots fight, cool. That fight's better. Those fights are priority. I'm very sure. Like, it's not even I'm sure. It's like it's something I just know. I know his people. Like, I know them. They're gonna pay the money. If the opportunity presents itself to fight Brian Norman for that title, they're gonna pony up whatever they got to get him out there. Because when you actually believe in your fighters and you actually believe in the guys you have, those are the kind of things you do. So listen, I hope Brian got his passport ready.
Holy crap.
Because
I still can't get over you saying he's going to do it.
I told you he was going to do it. How much did Neri get to fight when he fought Inoue? Enough.
Yeah.
He got enough. Yeah. I don't know what he got, but he got enough.
I mean, the bottom line.
I know Stephen Fulton made a couple million when he fought Inoue. That much I do know. He made a couple M's. Did you hear Stephen Fulton complain about money?
Listen, and no disrespect to Cuevas. If Brian Norman can fight Cuevas,
I don't want to hear nothing about fighting Jin.
Not fighting Jin. Come on.
Jin is better than Brian Cuevas.
So if he can accept that, and he was very polite, and he said what he had to say. He said, "Look what I did to him." So I get it. But Brandon's been saying this for how many months now?
I've been telling y'all for a while. I told you, listen, before I went to Japan, I was telling you guys about Brian Norman versus Jin Sasaki.
Yeah.
Then when I was in Japan, I had Jin tell you about Brian Norman versus Sasaki.
Yeah.
Now you had to have, see, this is why everyone should sometimes I got to sit here, and I'm not saying I don't know everything. I don't know everything.
Yeah.
But there's sometimes there's certain fighters when I tell you guys things, I'm not telling you guys what I think.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys what I know.
Yeah.
So for certain fighters, y'all need to just listen. I'm telling you, if he don't fight them champions, if he don't fight the Boots, if he don't fight them guys, Jin they're gonna point at the money. So he better have his passport ready. He say he likes going to people's backyards. Well, now he gets a chance to take the Brian Norman show international.
Wow. He said he wanted to do it though. So
he said he wanted to do it.
So what he's gonna do? Wait for the Boots fight?
Boots. See what happens. Obviously that's the priority. That's a big fight to make. But listen, I've been sitting here for months. I've been telling you guys. I'm so glad this happened because now everyone has to shut up and listen to me now because I've been telling you guys for months. I said, listen, if we can't get the Jura Ennis fight, we need to get Jin Sasaki versus Brian. So I'm glad he did that.
Yeah.
Comparing Fulton and Inoue to Norman Sasaki is ridiculous. I mean, I can't compare it to nothing else. How many Americans have gone to Japan to go fight? What else can I compare it to? You tell me. What can I compare it to? Obviously, Jin is not as big as Naoya Inoue, right? You know that. He's not the money-making attraction. But
he is a good fighter.
But he does got a fan base. I was out there. I'll tell you this. When I went to the Inoue fight,
when
I was at the Inoue fight back in January, they were only selling merchandise for 2 fighters in that arena. Mm-hmm. Naoya Inoue and Jin Sasaki. And people was buying this shit. They were buying it.
You say, and he's not asinine. Japanese. With all due respect, he actually like when he saw his
BT at first, I thought it was Linda Crawford was chasing that Canelo Payday, but now I think about it. Virgil, Boots, and Fedor all had a chance to face him, and they ducked. I don't want to talk about Terrence. Terrence. I honestly, I'll be glad when he hangs the gloves up. I'm tired of him. Dude. The dude talks about. Well, the dude talks about he's this and he's that, but then he downplays the best name on his resume. Like, now mind you, I'm not no Earl Spence fan. I can't stand Earl. I told you guys for years before they ever fought that Earl Spence was overrated. I told you that going into the fight that he wasn't even a top 2 welterweight, and I even called the fight down to the round, so I can talk my shit about that. But for him, who complained all these years about not getting the credit he deserved and all this stuff, and then he finally beats Earl Spence, his arch nemesis. For him to go on an interview and start downplaying him when it's his best win, it's the reason why he's acting so big and bad. It's the reason why he's getting his Canelo fight. I just thought it was corny. Then he was talking shit about Manny Pacquiao. Like, come on, man. Like, but I'll be glad. Like, I like him as a fighter. I'm still a fan of him, but I'm not gonna miss him when he's gone. I'll tell you that much right now. I ain't gonna miss him.
Who's this?
I'm not gonna miss him. He barely ever fights. But anyway, here's Tevin Farmer, someone who does actually fight. So here we go. The Zepeda Farmer rematch. Yeah. Tevin Farmer is in the ring. He got a sombrero on. He's looking for his redemption.
Did you talk to him a while ago?
Yeah, I did. I've had Tevin Farmer on the channel before.
Yeah. Oh, he's a 2-time champion?
No, he's trying to become a 2-time champion.
Oh, that's why I meant that. Okay.
I mean, Zepeda's not a champion, but that's his whole thing. Like, ever since he came back, he's put 2-time. He wants to be champion again.
Oh, like motivation.
Sasaki is literally a kung fu slug with power and not much else. Okay, then. So then it should be easy money for Brian Norman Jr. Right? It should just be like another Derrick Cuevas. I'll tell you right now, we're talking about straight footwork. His legs aren't as stiff as Derrick Cuevas. I'll tell you that right now. Sure, he comes forward, but Jin Sasaki is a way more athletic fighter than Derrick Cuevas. I think right now, if I'm going off of his last 4 fights I've seen him, if he don't make no improvements in the gym, if he don't rise to the occasion on fight night, Brian should stop him. Jin's defense is very poor. And Brian looks like he's maturing at a great rate. So I would favor Brian, but I'll tell you this right now. Brian better have his defense real tight that fight.
Yeah.
Better nail him to the canvas. This is amazing because now people who don't know shit about Japanese boxing are going to start talking about Japanese boxing. Yeah. And they're going to try to tell me about Jin Sasaki.
You only went there 2 times in your fan.
I'm saying Brian. I think Brian will beat him right now.
Yeah.
But it ain't gonna be no like
walk in the park.
No. Cuevas was a walk in the park on a smooth summer's day because Cuevas has limited punch selection and his legs are stiff as hell.
Active as this guy is.
With that being said, though, Brian he exceeded my expectations.
Yeah.
I thought Brian would get him out of there in 7. He got him out of there in 3. So that's still when you exceed the expectation, I gotta give you your props. Yeah. Crawford's resume is trash as hell, but that I do think some of that, a lot of that is not his fault, especially early in his career when he wasn't getting the investment. Yeah. But then he finally arrives to a division full of good fighters and he sells his soul. Yeah. Of course. Does Sasaki need a tune-up? I would highly advise they take one just to sharpen up on his defense. But listen, if you get an offer to fight for the world title, you take it. You know,
you don't know if he's gonna come back around. So you gotta go take
his people. I'll tell you right now, his people are very confident in him. They say that like everything that we've been seeing him do at the Japanese level, that there's more he hasn't even shown.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see come fight night. You know, because sometimes people just be talking, but.
Yeah.
You know, I've been telling y'all for a while. Brian Owen versus Jin. Jin versus Brian. I told y'all before I went to Japan. Then I told y'all. Then I had Jin tell you while we were in Japan. So now y'all didn't listen. So now Jin had to come to America and tell you guys.
Yeah.
So now y'all gotta listen.
Pulled up. I thought you were gonna stay there and just like.
No, I told you. Here we go. It was the longest national anthem in all the world.
You got the British one is so short. You got this one's long.
Mexican is long. Shout out to all 29 of you guys still rocking with us. You know,
yeah,
we're watching this the rematch that, you know, I guess it's cool, but it's not the most hyped rematch of all time. But hopefully it turns out to be a good fight. Hopefully Zepeda, or I say Farmer, comes and gives Zepeda hell again, frustrate him, counter punch.
Yep.
You know, and hopefully pick his spots and, you know, really take the fight to him when he needs to. But either way, look, as you guys can see, I'm pretty calm because I don't think, unless he nailed him to the canvas to win 11 rounds, he not winning this fight. Damn, Mexico, he needs to become the.
Oh, you see, he's already set up.
Tevin for this fight, he needs to become the black Bruno Soares. He needs to knock this Mexican out of Mexican soil. All Zepeda got to do to win this fight is move his hands a lot for 10 rounds.
That's it.
And that's it. They'll give it to him.
Damn, but you see everything.
That's how it is. I'm telling you how it is. You get a lot of anthem is. They're not gonna give him Terran Farmer no damn decision.
Yeah.
They have the Shakur fight that they can make. That's gonna be $1 million fight. They're not gonna do that for Tevin.
Yeah.
But shout out to everybody still rocking with us. We're here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You know,
need more lives.
Need more lives. You know,
just getting back in.
I got good energy. But Pops needs to build his stamina back up.
Yeah.
And we need to. Well, next week we got Hergovich versus Joyce. We be happy for that one.
Oh yeah.
Hergovich versus Joyce next week. So we'll be live. We'll be live next week for Hergovich Joyce, and I'll be going live a lot more during the week. So definitely keep it locked. Hopefully, a fight between Gary Anton Russell and Andy Rocco will happen. Yeah, I mean, I love that fight. I hope we make that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Have I ever heard of Rex Tissot? If so, I've never watched him fight. I've just seen his name. I haven't actually watched him yet, so I'm not gonna lie to you and say I have. He's ranked number 1. Yeah, I've seen his name in the rankings, but I'm not gonna lie to you and say I watched him fight.
Yeah.
All right, so just waiting for the announcements and then the rematch. Get in the zone, out of the zone. Let us know, guys, too. Let us know where you're watching from, what city, what state, what continent, all that stuff. Let us know in the comments down below. I want to see how international we are on the broadcast. You know, we are reporting live and direct from an undisclosed location.
The way you say home. Good answer.
We got Washington in the building. Okay, Washington State or Washington, D.C.? Poland. We got Poland.
Ooh, all right, Poland. God bless y'all.
Arch Enemy says, big ups to you and P.S. Please do a video about past boxers. Little Jorge Paez, big up from the UK. Yeah, Jorge Paez, he was crazy. Yeah, I gotta start doing the boxing history videos.
How about the UK?
No, Jorge Paez. He was a Mexican fighter. He's crazy. He had crazy hairstyle. He's just crazy shit. Hong Kong, but now living in Toronto, Canada. Shout out to Canada.
Everybody, thank you so much for being here.
I want to go to Canada soon. That's like one of the countries. It's crazy. I've been to Japan 2 times. I've been to England, but I've never been to Mexico or Canada.
Some Canadians over there.
I love Canadian girls. The couple that I met, like the blonde ones.
Yeah. People are born here.
Well, what you think? They cheer for them? They're fighting Mexican in Mexico. They're gonna cheer him, or you think they're gonna cheer Tevin Farmer? There's no such thing as monsters. Zepeda looks soft and flabby. Hopefully you're right. Hopefully, Tevin Farmer hit him with a body shot and double him over. Yo, if you want to wake pops up, let Williams Zepeda get stopped. You going for who you rooting for?
I'm somebody with Zepeda.
Why not going with Tevin Farmer?
Because I'm a big fan of Zepeda. He's
Since when? Oh, he comes forward and moves his hands.
Very aggressive. That's why I don't know why he turned the fight down.
Don't you think it's a pussy move to take the rematch to Mexico?
Yeah.
Listen, brother, you said it, not me.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like,
of course.
Jesus.
Of course. The same way,
Yeah.
the same thing I'll say for this. I'll say for Munguia or Bruno Soares. How the hell you get your ass splattered in front of your own friends and family, and then you get a rematch in your hometown?
Crazy.
Nah, man, they should be fighting in France.
Yeah.
They should be fighting in France. But no, we can't do that.
Come on, Zepeda.
Talk to him.
That's it. Are they the 50-50 fight, or is it like?
This is damn sure not a 50-50 fight.
No.
No. He's fighting here in Mexico.
Oh, well, you're talking about the other stuff. I'm talking about. Look at him, fool. Come on.
You don't like it. You don't like it when the guy that gets the decision or has.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that.
In his hometown.
I mean, shout out to him, but I mean,
So you're cheering
until he fights Shakur, I'm not like he hasn't won me over. Like I was a big. I like him.
What if Vaquero?
And then fight.
Yeah. What if Vaquero moves up a weight class when they fight?
A good fight. Both of them Mexicans come forward.
It's the wrong answer. The wrong answer. That was a test and you failed.
And then,
It's the wrong answer.
I like to see that. I like to see.
Jim really needs to work on his right hand and tighten his defense. I agree with both those things. I definitely think both those things would do. If he could improve both those things before the Brian Owen fight, that would go a long way. I agree. It's a tough fight to call. I would say, I don't know, man. I don't know. Could be Shigeoka, could be Jerusalem. I don't know. I don't have a prediction, but I'll watch it. All right, round one, Tevin Farmer versus William Zepeda. Good jab there from Tevin Farmer. Mm-hmm. And then a nice left hand to the body from Tevin Farmer.
So Zepeda sells this fight out.
Of course. Good left hand to Tevin Farmer to the body. Look at that crap referee already telling Tevin Farmer didn't even land below the belt. He's telling him bring your punches up.
Yeah.
Ooh, good body shots from Zepeda. And Tevin Farmer don't like him. He's pushing Zepeda off of him.
The host made a fight with Shakur.
You don't want Zepeda to fight Shakur. One minute and 4 seconds left in round one. So far, Zepeda off to a good start. He's closing the gap. He's landing good shots to the body. Tevin Farmer having a hard time adjusting at the moment. You would think that the slicker fighter normally, the faster, slicker fighter normally has the advantages early on. But right now, Zepeda, I think is winning this round. But Farmer's starting to find his rhythm a little bit.
Yeah.
Good jab there by Zepeda.
What's Farmer's playing?
What makes people casual in terms of boxing? I don't know, man. People like to throw that term around. People like to throw that term around whenever somebody says something they don't agree with. Honestly, I'm not against casuals. Everyone says that like it's a bad thing. No, why is that a bad thing? Sometimes the casuals be known more than the hardcores.
Yeah.
Sometimes what we think is a big deal is not a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, but to answer your question, I mean, I think someone that only watches certain level of fights. Like if you're someone that only watches big time pay-per-view fights, you're a casual.
Yeah.
If you're someone that only watches fights when they're on ESPN and it's easy to access, you're a casual.
You don't watch a lot of all the other weight classes. Or
if you only watch the welterweight division and middleweight and light heavyweight, then you're, in my opinion, you're a casual.
Yeah.
If you're someone that says something like, "Oh yeah, who cares about the light flyweight division or flyweight or bantamweight or 122 or featherweight," then you're a casual. You know, I would say the biggest thing you can say that will make you a casual is if you say, "Oh, the lower weight, the lighter categories, nobody's good down there."
Without knowing anything.
Like that's why, like whenever people say Inoue hasn't beat nobody,
yeah, you're like, please.
but they don't know anybody he fought because they don't know shit about boxing.
Only what the media tells them.
Is the ring smaller? It looks like it. I think so. If you can't see why they avoided Shakur, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I know why they avoided Shakur because Shakur would beat the shit out of him. Williams Pena is not the guy to beat Shakur. He doesn't have the attributes to beat Shakur. I'm with you on that one. You know, he's a accumulation puncher with porous defense and probably some of the softest matchmaking in all boxing, if I'm being honest. I remember when Rick Lays used to come on here and talk about Williams Pena, and I'm like, okay.
You gotta look at it. They focus on the fight because they don't want to give him business.
Can't even definitively beat Shakur light. How the hell can beat Shakur? Round 2, Zepeda versus Shakur. Right now, Zepeda is still closing the gap. Farmer, yeah, somebody asked me earlier, is the ring smaller? It has to be because when they fought last time, Williams Pena wasn't closing the distance. He wasn't cutting the ring off this effectively.
Yeah.
And the ring does look smaller, so of course.
Everything's set for him?
Everything is set up for him. Tevin Farmer is not he's not gonna fight in the pocket against Williams Pena. He needs to move. But guess what? There's no other move.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're in Mexico. And what's the philosophy of Mexican boxing?
Come forward.
We don't want to see one.
Yeah.
We want to see a fight, you know? MEZBX says he thinks Farmer hurt his left hand. He could. He's not really throwing it a whole lot. He's not really throwing it a lot.
2 rounds already? Yeah.
Chola says, I mean, I call myself a casual for not giving a single chance that Sego would do anything before the Taraji fight. I thought Sego was gonna do Taraji bad, and I love Kensho. Kensho is one of my favorite fighters in history, but I just thought stylistically, and then I saw him spar.
White shock, baby.
I saw him spar in the gym when I was in Japan, and I seen some things, and that's why he's special because even on a bad night, he summoned something to do that. So it was a great fight. I'm gonna remember that fight for the rest of my life.
That's the white shark, man.
I think Spade's gonna stop Farmer. Farmer isn't throwing his left hand. He can't really move around the ring. This guy is getting right to his body. Farmer's complaining about low blows. He's in Mexico. Nobody gives a fuck about him. He's about to get stopped.
That's what you saying, brother.
Yeah, I know his manager. When I talk to Tevin Farmer's manager, shout out to Elliot. I want to tell him, bro, why would you take this fight in Mexico? I don't care about the money. Like, are you delusional? He was never gonna beat this guy in Mexico.
Holy crap! That's basically a punch.
Come on, Tevin. Tevin's getting his ass kicked and pillar to post right now.
Geez.
This is terrible. Haro says this was pointless. Tevin Farmer needs to get his eyes fixed.
More than that.
He's gonna get stopped. This is sad. This is sad, people.
Look at that. You're gonna breathe hard. Or his arm, hand, something.
Yeah, it's his left hand. Yo, his entire team, and I'm sorry, Elliot's my guy and everything. I know him, but
yeah,
they really threw him to the wolves. You don't put like your fighter. I don't care how good the money is.
Yeah.
Don't you actually want to win? Don't you want to win?
Got the bag.
Having this damn Mexican barrel down on top of your left hand that probably wasn't good to begin with is not a recipe for you doing well.
Well, you know this guy right here?
Who?
Elliot?
Elliot's not there.
No.
He's a big, black, British dude. like a
the
bodybuilder.
one that was called you?
Yes, that's
Bald-headed guy?
yes, big black British dude.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. He's cool. He's a good guy, good manager, but like.
It was called more than you could fight him.
Yeah. Like he's. I'm sorry, this is ridiculous. Why would you like? I never really thought about the rematch like that. But now that I'm watching, like, bro, why the hell would you put this dude in Mexico?
What was the first fight in the US?
In the USA. How the fuck do you almost get put? Zepeda got put on his ass.
Right.
In some people's eyes, he lost the fight.
Right.
And he gets the rematch at his hometown. What type of shit is that?
Because they're trying to the champion. Champion gets what he wants. Supposedly.
All right, so round 3. Let's see if Terrence Farmer can do something because his left hand clearly isn't there.
Yeah.
Well, good little counter right hook, but that ain't gonna discourage Williams Pitta. Terrence Farmer only landed 18 punches according to Comic Box through 2 rounds. Zepeda's landed 56. If you're in the Comic Box numbers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm nothing right now.
Now, because Williams Pitta looks so destructive, we're at here. Rick Laser and people who only like fighters because they're from certain places. Dick Ryle Williams Pitta because he beat injured, older, pillow-fisted Terrence Farmer in his hometown.
That's why I said that. I said Farmer's too old, man.
I think if they
successful
look
career.
how small that ring is. There's nowhere to go.
He's got Playboy ring. He got
Dad, do you see how small that ring is?
Yeah.
They got the motherfucking Solo Boxeo Telemundo Channel 51 ring in there. There you go. Nice shot from Farmer there. Finally. Good body shot. There you go. Good right hand by Farmer. Every time, Farmer has landed like 3 body shots this whole fight. Every time he's landed a body shot, the referee starts telling him, pick your shots up. But he don't tell Williams Pitta when he's just wailing away on his body.
No.
If Terrence Farmer makes this fight competitive at all, which I don't think he's going to, this referee is bought and paid for. I'm telling you, he's landed 2 body shots this whole fight, and both times referee's like, pick your shots up, and they weren't even low.
Yeah, look at Farmer's holding on a lot too, though. We only got one hand, so they say. I don't know. That's what I like about Zepeda.
Dad, I hate to be the bearer of bad news to you and Oscar the lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Williams Zepeda is trash. Williams Zepeda is not that special.
And then they like 2 Zepedas and then Golden Boy. That's another one too.
Think about Jose.
I know what you.
No, he's out the door. No, he's better than him.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
No, this one I like this one right here. This one. You know what he would do?
To who? He ain't never listen.
Dude, he's just holding on.
You know how bad his matchmaking is?
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson be the hardest puncher he fought before him.
Yeah.
Jesus. So listen, Zepeda's doing his thing. For those wondering what's going on, Zepeda's doing his thing. He's closing the gap.
Yeah,
Farmer's doing his thing in spots, but you can tell the ring is really small.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh shit.
Danny Garcia, what the hell is he doing there? Oh, first Farmer. That's why Philly.
Oh.
Danny Garcia is there supporting Terrence Farmer. He probably just wanted to go to Mexico. He probably knows trying to go win.
He's got fight. He's a promoter now too.
I hope it stay that way. Don't come back.
Yeah, but
This dude stole a 7-figure check his last fight. When he fought Lara,
yeah,
in fact,
that was the media that gave him that.
Danny Garcia and Lara both stole millions of dollars that fight.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate for the other fighters that were waiting to get a shot.
Now Farmer hit a lot of low blows, but Zepeda has 2.
Yeah.
He barely thrown any body shots.
Like a sloppy, his face says it's a sloppy fight.
They want to know, Pops. Somebody asked, are you a Zepeda fan?
I like Zepeda.
Look, guys, when it comes to my dad, it's not hard. All you gotta do is come forward and let your hands
go.
The
only thing
I
would say that pisses me off with Zepeda, he turned that fight down with Shakur. So I look at him a little bit different.
If he fights Shakur Stevenson, this is how terrible his matchmaking is. If he fights Shakur Stevenson will be the hardest puncher he's ever fought.
You think so?
Yes, he fights pillow-fisted southpaws from UK. Nah, man.
Yeah, but even with that being said, Shakur doesn't like to get hit.
Shakur might stop Williams Pitta.
No.
I'm telling you that right
I
now.
can't see that.
I'm telling you. Fight's a mismatch.
For real?
It's a mismatch. It's not a competitive fight.
No.
If they fight, I'm gonna come on here and say Williams and Zepeda exposed.
It's aggressive, like a body. Comes forward.
You see how small that ring is?
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck?
Ain't gonna happen in America.
Yeah, Shakur gonna stop him. Shout out to my man Hard, TSM Harder. He said he Shakur stop. Michael Manning, shout out to you, Michael. Exposed, yeah. I'll tell you right now. You know what? In fact, guys, to all the 27 of you that are still rocking with us after 3 hours, we're putting Zepeda on fraud watch. If Zepeda does not stop Tevin Farmer in Mexico with this fucking Channel 51 solo boxeo ring, he's exposed. This is ridiculous.
First of all, I would like to see Zepeda with better opponents. I didn't want to see him fight fucking Farmer again.
Well, too bad.
I know. I mean, but that's Golden Boy bullshit.
No, it's Zanfer Promotions.
Who's that?
That's the Mexican promoter. They promote Munguia, they promote him. Basically, all the Mexican fighters that do the most cherry picking, they promote. They even got I like Zorro, but even when Zorro was cherry picking, they had Zorro.
Yeah.
You know.
He beat the shit out of Farmer.
Good body shot there from Tevin Farmer.
Still compared to
Oh my God. Tevin Farmer has thrown 4 body shots this whole fight, and not one of them has been low. Ooh, good uppercut from Farmer. Okay, Tevin. Yeah, don't punk you like that, Philly. Okay, Tevin Farmer is starting to have some success here to the body, sitting on his shots. Finally. I'm gonna answer your question after this round, RC. Don't worry, I got you.
Come on, Zepeda.
20 seconds left in round 4. Zepeda doing a whole lot of missing. You know it's crazy.
Farmer looks sloppy though.
You know the whole scorecards are filled out already, right?
No, Farmer looks sloppy already.
Oh, now Zepeda clips Farmer with a left hand.
Oh, got him again. I was just putting Farmer's trying to fight back. Oh,
so
ours,
my man, Tevin Farmer's complaining about something. Hold on.
They're complaining the whole time.
He's complaining about things to his corner. I don't think he's gonna quit though.
Sit his ass down.
So the question RC asked me says, BT, did you see Malinagi's videos about Turkey? You and Sean have been saying this for a while. I did see his video about Turkey. Paulie's a smart guy. Listen, if you listen to what Paulie's saying and now you believe what me and Sean are saying, what was the party?
Yeah.
Well, we've all been telling you guys for months on end because you guys kept telling us, at least you get in the fights.
No,
but guess what? Now you guys aren't even gonna get the fight.
No, they say. Oh,
yeah, I saw it.
Only you two guys know what you're talking about. Them guys know what they're talking about. And then, how many months afterwards? Oh, Big T. Yeah.
Hyro says Laura fought Paul Williams, and you just don't give him credit.
Laura,
okay, he fought him. Congratulations, Hyro. He keeps doing this.
Please don't bring Laura.
You know how long ago? Like First of all,
the only thing I like about Laura is
please don't say that. You're gonna get him going. Please don't. What you're gonna say? Keep it to yourself. Okay. Don't say it. Don't say it. Okay. Please don't say it. I don't want to Laura. Whenever you're talking this shit about Laura, you always bring up stuff from like 10 years ago, because he hasn't done anything for about 10 years. Thank you for the super chat.
He's a champion, isn't he?
Champion.
Yeah.
Watching on the live. They're not low blows. I'm watching it. I'm paying attention.
All I'm saying is.
Maybe one of those shots was a low blow, but the 3 or 4 times Tevin Farmer threw a body shot,
I'm a little tired of it, to be honest.
You can't move. You can't fight his style. Look at the ring, how small the ring is.
17 and 24. What is it? 17, 24.
This the shit they put in the tequila bars on Solo Boxeo on Tuesday nights.
Is that the you think that not find in that kind of ring?
How many friends? Yeah, for sure.
I'm a little tired, to be honest.
Nah, he's doing his thing though. But despite having whatever injury he has, he's still sitting down in his shots. He's still getting off some good shots in spots of the fight. But I don't think in Mexico with Zepeda outworking him, he's not going to get these rounds. So
what happened? Man. He became the milkman in Mexico. wasn't prepared for the fight.
Who?
Farmer.
No, it's not that. His management set him up to lose.
Management?
Yeah, because you gotta know your fighter. Like, what the fuck? He's a mover.
Yeah.
You can fighting in the solo boxing shit. He can't move around,
Yeah.
sharpshoot, counterpunch. It's not gonna work.
He's making look not feel like a star.
MEZBX says, who really cares what Malinaji thinks? Apparently the commenter did. I don't know.
I mean, it's all good. I mean,
I watch his videos. I like Paulie.
Look at him and the owner from Pro Box came on and said that. It's a lot of things.
But I mean, I didn't need them to say that. So I knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, you need a verification.
Oh, good right hook to the body from Zepeda. And Farmer is getting pieced up. Right hook, left hook. And the end might be near for the Philadelphia. He's doubled over. He's on the ropes.
He's tough. He's sitting there.
Yo, he's about to get stopped and complain. He's about to get stopped, and he's about to complain that they shouldn't have stopped it because he was rolling shots. He's doubled over. He don't even know where he's at right now. He don't even know where he's at.
What's the referee waiting for? He ain't fighting back.
He don't care about Tevin Farmer in Mexico.
Stop the fight.
They wanted to give a good show. Ooh, big left uppercut from Tevin Farmer. Okay, Tevin. Look, I admire Tevin. Tevin's left hand is clearly bothering him, and he's still biting down. He's still fighting hard, and I can respect the man that's like that. I can respect the fighter that
Philadelphia grit.
You know, the grit when you're injured and you're fighting through an injury. You can clearly see it. But I hope the money was good. I really hope. I swear my life, he better be making at least, like, I doubt he is, but he better be making at least minimum $150K from this fight.
You don't think he's making that?
No, I don't. But he better be.
No way, man. You gotta be paying him live.
They're on the zone.
The name.
First of all, they're on the zone.
Isn't that Turkey State now? Damn.
High elevation in Mexico is not helping. Yeah, great point. Hell of a point. I mean, I never experienced high elevation in Mexico, but I've heard about it and I've seen what it does to fighters on TV. So
that's why you gotta go to different countries. Hint, hint. To other fighters who we trying to tell, get there early.
We try to tell these other fighters to go to countries earlier. They want to take their time and not listen. So, things can happen.
Round 6 begins. As we mentioned, the sport of boxing generally, life has given Tevin Farmer many reasons to quit many times. And tonight,
all right, so round 6. You know, like, Pops, we watched Derrieck Cuevas earlier.
And I'm so glad Lampley's coming back, man. I hate these motherfuckers.
Who?
Jim Lampley.
Thanks to Turkey. Now listen.
This was working for him?
Yeah. Now listen.
What?
We saw Derrieck Cuevas quit earlier at the first sign of discomfort. Tevin Farmer's had been uncomfortable since the contract was signed.
Yeah, and still going.
And he's in there. His arm ain't well. He's the 6th round. He's in the pocket. He's giving. But Willie is paid as a fraud. Willie, I'm sorry. You didn't get this guy out of here already?
I mean, he beat the shit out of him.
No. Every like the deck is so stacked in his favor. Tevin Farmer's freaking left hand is broken. He's fighting in Mexico. They got the solo boxeo ring in there. He the A side.
You said the manager set him up for failure?
He must not care.
He must not pay him enough.
That's how I feel. Like,
oh
damn.
My God.
And I have yet to see the data either send me or we can
He shot by
Tevin Farmer's still in there throwing big shots, but
how's the Farmer now? He's getting a little bit older.
I don't think he's. I honestly think it's just these circumstances. Good right hook by
If you're in America, you gotta go in and take care of business. We Americans don't give up.
I mean, a Frenchman did it, so why can't he?
Yeah.
Bruno Saras did it. Come on, Tevin.
He just looks out of it, honestly, to be honest. I just think it could be like you say all that. But if you're
left hand by Tevin Farmer.
If you're a fighter and you come to Mexico, like the subscribers said, the elevation, let's go, the height, the mountains and all that.
Yeah.
It can affect you.
This is.
So as a fighter, you gotta be ready for everything.
Cepeda's still pressing forward, still.
He should have him already.
Good right hook by Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer starting to go in confidence a little bit here. Starting to get some confidence now.
When he dominated all his fighters. He ain't doing shit here. Come on.
Dad, you need to understand this about Zepeda. And you need to understand this. Rick Glaze needs to understand this. Every delusional
Mexican fan needs to understand this. Williams Pera is trash. He's not that good. He's not. He's solid. Like he's a B level fighter.
Okay.
But he ain't. He can't be Shakur. Can't even beat Devin. Can't even beat Devin.
Devin better worry about his fight coming out. He better.
I don't even think he can beat Ramirez. I don't think.
Oh, again, that was a low blow, wasn't it?
So look, guys, this can crusher, Peta, he has everything stacked in his favor. He's got Mexican judges on his side. They in Mexico at high elevation. Tevin Farmer's freaking left hand is not clearly something's wrong with it.
Yeah.
And they're in a solo boxing ring where Tevin Farmer can't move.
I don't want to see this shit. I don't want to see this again.
And Jairo says Williams Peta has been fighting 130 pounders. Thank you. It's ridiculous.
It's just Holly, man. You don't need to get beat up like that for no reason. You're not saying you're gonna pay that much money? Man, that's beans. So fighters.
I don't know. I hope.
They don't switch in like that.
Mex Pro G says, "LOL, Cancun elevation is not high at all." Well, I don't know. I've never been to Cancun. I know Mexico City elevation is very high. That I do know. Stop acting like America doesn't have horrible decisions consistently. I mean, when you have the most fights in the world,
yeah,
you know you're gonna have bad decisions. But
when you got an old referee,
I'll tell you this, man. What Zambra promotions promoted cards are the worst.
Man, you hate that name.
I don't like watching foreigners fight their cards.
Yeah.
They never get a fair shake. Why don't you stop deflecting from the point? The point ain't about America. The point's about Zambra Promotions. Dennis Hogan got robbed.
The promoters.
I'll tell you right now, if Bruno Saraz didn't knock this dude on his ass when they fought Munguia, would have never been. He would have got screwed too. Of course, America has bad decisions. Japan has a bunch of terrible decisions.
Boxing has all boxing guys.
Cancun is right next to the ocean. Stop making excuses. I don't give a fuck about this fight. I'm just here to talk to you guys.
He said Cancun never make excuses. You call it what you see it.
I'm just telling you what it is.
Hey, if Brendan's promotions are bad, he's telling you they're bad. You better take notes. Just like he told you before.
I want
you all want to believe Sean and him now. All you guys should believe him. Wait, came up the crap. You all talking about, nah. You guys know what you guys talking about. And now you're trying to see what Turkey's doing and shit.
Williams and Payne should honestly be ashamed of himself at this fight in the second half.
Yeah, you should take him out already.
Like you have the solo boxeo Telemundo ring, and this guy don't punch that hard, and
he don't got no power.
He's a world champ. I give him his respect, but like he's a one-handed fighter, and he's still grinding his way through the fight. I mean, Zepeda's winning. Zepeda's won.
Who's that fight that we seen?
Probably all around, but one.
That fought with one hand.
Gary Russell.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh, good left hand by Farmer. Okay, good left hand up downstairs, and then a right hand downstairs.
There's always be ashamed of something to make hard.
All right, you're out of here, man.
Don't take it, brother.
Oh, no. I'm calmly just gonna boot him out of here. You don't get to talk crazy to me. That's one thing. One thing. See, I know I haven't been live too much this year, but we got New Year's resolutions. You can't come here and talking to me crazy. You gotta watch your comments. So you're out of here. Once you start calling me out of my name or you don't keep boxing, you're getting booted. I'm not crashing on nobody this year. You won't even get a warning from me.
Keep me professional.
That's it. I want to stay professional, so I'm not. It's for me. It's not for you.
Yo, I can't believe this guy's taking them all yet.
Yeah, only Hyro, and only a select few can talk crazy out here. You ain't one of them. He said some shit like, "Oh, you should something about you be with the LGBTQ and LDBC or some shit like that."
He's probably looking for attention.
Some whole ass comment he's like, I didn't want to.
So childish.
Andy Cruz versus Peta, that's a good fight. I like that fight. That's the fight. That's the fight they should make. If Andy can keep that fight in the center of the ring and handle the volume, Andy could beat him. Zepeda can't punch. So the only way he's gonna knock you out is if you get by 15 punches in a row.
All the fights I've seen before, it looks like he got power.
Did you see who he was fighting? Did you pay attention?
No.
Maxie Hughes good fight, can't punch.
Yeah.
Giovanni Cabrera, crafty fight, can't punch.
Yeah.
Tevin Farmer can't punch.
Yeah. So you always say so that's
there's a common theme here.
Yeah. So I think Golden Boy's best fighter is, of course, Ortiz, right? But also
Collazo
and
right.
Find somebody else to say.
Charles Conwell.
Somebody else, yeah.
All right, round 8. Somehow Tevin Farmer has lasted to the 8th round. So God bless him. He's showing a lot of grit. You got to give Tevin Farmer his respect. You got to give Tevin Farmer his due. He's despite not really, you can tell he's not. His hand ain't the best, but he's still throwing both hands.
Yeah, no power.
Is Shuichiro Yoshino any good? He's a fringe contender at best. Good, he's a high level Japanese level fighter, but like fringe contender. Guy that's like top 20, top 25 at best. Good action fighter, can punch. I thought I know why you're bringing him up, because you want to say, oh well, Shakur stopped him. And I watch Japanese boxing, but yeah, he's solid. I wouldn't say he's not like that high level, but fringe contender at best. Right now, he's not even a fringe contender because he hasn't really fought too much since Shakur. I think he fought once since Shakur, and then I know he recently opened up a gym. He opened up a gym in Japan, and he's been inactive. Like he hasn't really been fighting much because he's been running a gym that he opened in Japan recently. So. I'm looking at 135 list on BoxRec. Shuma Nakatsu, since you're the Japanese boxing expert. What, is that who he fought? Is that who he fought? Yeah, he had one fight. I know he's had one fight since Shakur. But yeah, round 8, Farmer Zepeda. He's still surviving.
That's crazy, right?
He honestly, I'm not scoring these rounds, but I think he's letting his hands go enough to maybe have gotten a couple of these rounds. Yeah. Zepeda should be ashamed of himself. If I'm Zanfer Promotions, if I was like the promoter, not Zepeda, Zepeda's trying to win, but if I was Zanfer Promotions and I stacked the deck so much in this guy's favor, and you got a dude who really you should have been ran through the first time,
yeah,
and it should be easier the second time, and you still like.
Going 9 rounds.
I don't really see a separation in class. I don't see it. No. I think this is his level. I think Zepeda has found his level in lightweight. He's a Tevin Farmer level.
It's crazy. Like,
it's gonna. I'm telling you.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Good 1-2 down the middle from Tevin Farmer. And the crazy thing is, maybe Zepeda's a little tired, but I think in this round, Tevin Farmer might have threw more punches than Zepeda.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually outworked Zepeda in this 8th round. He definitely won his 8th round. I think Farmer might have won 2 or 3 rounds. Yeah. I know they're not gonna give it to him.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Well, probably different, desperate times, different Miguel Burchell, like
Haro, your favorite fighter is ringside. Miguel Burchell. How are your favorite fighter is ringside? Miguel Burchell.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Howard hates Miguel Burchell.
He does?
Oh, he hates me back. He can't stand Miguel Burchell because he said he never fought, he never like unified with anybody, and then when he fought Asperez, got knocked the fuck out.
How are we putting some points? So I ain't gonna lie.
I like Miguel Burchell. He was fun to watch. He was cool. He was cool.
Yep.
Honestly, I got to give y'all a big shout out, man. Like our energy levels ain't the highest, but there's still 25 of you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Rocking with us, trying to watch and see. I'm starting to think that Tevin Farmer might mess around and come back and win this fight. I'm thinking
he knocks him out.
I'm so serious. Zepeda's punch output has dropped. Farmer's output is rising.
Up one arm.
Honestly, I'm gonna say it like this: it wouldn't shock me if Farmer drops him again in this fight because his output is dropping.
Yeah, it is.
He's probably. Let me see. Hyro says, "Will we be live for the card in Australia? Because this is horrible." Yes, I will be live for Tim Zubers, Joey Spencer. I already wrote down in my notebook all the fights I'm going live for. So once I write it down, it becomes I gotta do it.
Yeah.
So Zepeda has landed 176 punches to Farmer's 59, but I don't know. In these last couple rounds, I feel like Farmer's he's been out hustling him. He's been getting the better of the rounds. What the hell? You know, people used to say like Zepeda is better than Eastside Cruz. I don't know, man.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
That I won't say no.
They need to fight each other.
No, Cruz beat him. And after this fight right here, because every time I seen the highlights from Zepeda knock motherfuckers out, like you said,
they were made to order from the knockout.
Yeah.
See, my sports book says it's 80-1 on Zepeda. Yeah, he's gonna win. He's not gonna. I mean, credit to Farmer. He's clearly not in the best condition. And you know the odds aren't in his favor, being that he's in Mexico. But like he's getting through the rounds. I give him that. But we're talking about this guy with Shakur. Yo, they better keep this guy far away from Shakur.
Yeah.
Don't even put him in the same country as Shakur. Tevin Farmer's tired. He just looked at the clock. He's definitely feeling
the elevation.
But he's sharp left hand from Tevin Farmer. Okay, Tevin. And then an uppercut. Wow. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like Tevin Farmer is a dead man walking in front of Zepeda. Yeah, and the kid is getting his head snapped back by Tevin Farmer. This is not good signs. Hyro says Miguel Burchell is a bitch who never fought Lomachenko, and Jamel Herring is a bitch too for not fighting. Listen, I'm not gonna call fighters bitches, Hyro. Those are your words. Those are not my words. But I mean, we're all a lot of us here are Americans. I guess we're all entitled to our opinion.
Yeah, if I got the freedom of speech. That family was tough for real.
All right, so we're going into the championship rounds. I can't believe this. I can't believe Tevin Farmer has made it this far.
Good representation of America.
Zepeda should be ashamed of himself.
Yeah.
Wow. I just can't believe it. I'm beside myself.
Mikayla Mayer then win?
I think so. Did Mikayla Mayer win? Nobody said. See, not even our viewers care about Mikayla Mayer because nobody said, "Hey, DT, you just had the Mikayla Mayer fight." Did Mikayla Mayer win, guys? Who won the battle of K. Karoma? Mayer won. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, Mikayla Mayer won. What Stephen Fulton said, I told y'all nobody ever mentioned Espinoza. They're not really like that. I don't know why he keeps saying that.
What?
That nobody really mentions Espinoza because Angelo Leo mentions Espinoza every interview.
I mean, just don't worry about it. When you get to fight him or whatever you gotta do, just do it. He's fucking to talk and just make conversation.
I think he's talking about Shushu, but Shushu did mention Espinoza. All right, so round 10. Somehow we're in round 10. Tevin Farmer is really going to survive. He's going to survive, and he's going to go the distance against Zepeda. And now there's tape. The Tevin Farmer's tape on his gloves isn't working. So the old tape trick, veteran tactic, buy you some time. All right, last 2 minutes here. Let's see if Tevin Farmer can do the unthinkable.
He ain't gonna do nothing. He gonna lose his fight. But I mean, you gotta give him. He got heart and true grit. Mexicans, they shit for anything.
yeah. Why you hating?
I thought Spears was gonna dominate this fight. I mean, he's winning, but damn.
You know, if I wanted to see, I don't want to hear about him versus Shakur no more. You know, if I wanted to see if Brandon Vertai gets to this fight against Zaru Abdullayev, he don't even deserve a title shot either because he struggled with Tevin Farmer as well. They need to fight each other. We need these two fighters to fight each other. Hyro says that Al Mitchell was great tonight in the corner for Mikayla Mayer.
All right.
Al Mitchell, one of the best trainers.
Yeah.
Good left hand by Tevin Farmer off the ropes. Zepeda trudging forward, pushing Tevin Farmer back. It'd be crazy if they rob Zepeda in his own country. It'd be crazy. That shit only happens in Japan. I am Mexico says Zepeda versus Farmer is giving me Tank versus Roach vibes. I thought Roach would be done around round 7 at the time. Yeah, I think I said the same thing. That was my prediction, but as the fight happened, you know, Roach definitely showed that he could take Tank's best shots and come back with some heat of his own. So yeah. Good jab by Tevin Farmer. Ooh, then a left hand from Tevin Farmer. And then an uppercut. I mean, he's landing, but these punches just aren't doing anything to Zepeda. Zepeda is coming forward.
But he should be able to take. I mean, he's not even dominating.
Yeah, Mikayla Mayer does have a great corner. I'm gonna go back and watch her fight probably tomorrow when I wake up. By the way, guys, probably tomorrow night, I'm gonna be live. We have a lot to discuss in boxing, so tomorrow night, make sure you guys tune in to tomorrow's night's live. I haven't scheduled it yet, but it'll probably be somewhere around like 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, somewhere around that time. So, what are your thoughts on Fulton fighting Foster? Fulton really wanted to go to 130 ever since he went to 126. I'm not mad at the fight. I think it's a good fight. It's just like, wow, he's throwing away a lot of really good matches. But again, I'm always of the mindset for the fighter. I'm not in the fighter's body. So if the fighter feels like he's having a hard time making the weight, I'd rather the fighter move up at a weight he's comfortable at than him fight a fight that I want to see. And then he lose, and then he say, oh, I was weight trained.
Yeah, but he's not saying that. What he's saying is, like, he'll go to 130, challenge himself, and if he can still make that weight,
he's not coming back down. Let me kill that now. If he goes to 130, he's not coming back down.
No. You know, you can make that weight no more?
I'm telling you straight away right now. If he's going to 130, he's not coming down to 26. I don't think people realize, like I've never done a weight
4 pounds.
See, you never seen a weight cut.
I know.
You never seen a weight cut. 4 pounds is a lot.
Yeah, I know.
1 pound is a lot.
Yeah.
I want you to spend the whole training camp with a fighter. Not even a training camp. Just I want you to spend the time with the fighter when they're trying to cut that last 2 pounds. Cause I've done it.
Yeah.
Did it with Angelo. Did it with Marco Paz. Did it with a couple other fighters. It's a lot. Trust me.
Well, if you do your stuff right, you're gonna do good nutritionist, and you do it consistently throughout your
Hyro said, "When are you bringing back 90 Days of Boxing? I'm sick of watching Ring IQ and Morning Combat, man."
What he wants now?
He wants 90 Days of Boxing. Listen, man, don't worry about that. You just watch the lives when they come on.
Yeah.
Round 11 though, Zepeda's landed some good left hands on Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer definitely feeling these body shots. He's holding off for dear life. I think the moment might be coming.
No.
The moment might be coming. It might be time
if he hasn't taken it already, he hasn't taken them out. He's not gonna take them out. And Farmer's just on survival mode. Just finish the fight.
He wants the moral victory.
Yeah. Seriously.
Good body shot from Zepeda. Shut up, Claudia. Claudia Trejo's always dick riding the Latin fighters. There's not a lot of punches behind Williams' punch. Neither of these guys is punching like that.
Yeah.
Claudia Trejos.
Wow.
I like Claudia Trejos. She's cool, but like William, like if William had some fun behind his punches, Seth probably wouldn't be here right now.
Oh, he'd be gone already. If it's a big hit like Norman, he'd be out.
Been done 7 rounds ago.
Out for the count quickly.
I'll tell you right now, if you're a lightweight, I don't care. Forget even the champions or the top guys. But if you're just even one of the contenders, the guy in the lower top 15, if you're watching Williams Pedro against Terrence Farmer right now, you gotta be encouraged. You have to. I mean, yeah, you know he's a volume puncher. You do have to be in shape to beat this guy.
Why not?
But punching power,
Look,
punching power is not a concern. Terrence Farmer's tape is an issue on his other hand now. So now they're doing a good job of stalling. Buying that time, using those veteran tactics. They're going to take this 12 rounds. He's not getting stopped. You're going to get, listen, Farmer and his head twitches are alarming. Yeah, I noticed that too, Amizi, and I know you brought it up earlier.
What happened?
He's been twitching his head in the fight.
Oh, that's not good.
Listen, right now, I know we're talking shit about Zepeda and what he's not doing. He may feel like he's getting hit with bricks right now. And right now, the only thing keeping the Terrence Farmer on is probably his pride.
It's will.
It's just the will to not be humiliated in Mexico. Yeah. But when this adrenaline comes down, that's when he's going to feel it. Oh, good uppercut for Terrence Farmer. So 11 rounds are completed. Listen, we're 3 minutes away from you guys getting what you wanted. What? I'm going to say it.
What?
Listen. If this goes another 3 minutes, I'm gonna give these 27 people that are rocking with me what they came for.
What's that?
You know it's coming.
To pay them exposed.
I'll put emphasis on that E word. I'll put some big.
Because sleeping. Yeah.
Raw Dog says somebody stop this. Harold wants to know when are you available to talk.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Sunday.
Probably Monday. Because tomorrow my dog will still be here.
I think Emiliano Vargas would beat Zepeda, even though I would favor a few guys over Zepeda. He's still a good fighter. I mean, I don't know. Does Zepeda have enough Instagram followers to fight Emiliano Vargas? He was talking some bullshit about he didn't want to fight Keyshawn Davis because Keyshawn Davis doesn't have enough Instagram followers. Nobody wants to watch him fight. And he's got. Does Zepeda have enough endorsement deals to fight Vargas? Because he was talking some bullshit about endorsement deals earlier in the day.
That's some retarded stuff, like nonsense shit.
When I do my video on that, oh my god, he's getting it. That was one of the corniest things I've seen anybody say in boxing in a long time. And I like Emmy Vargas. I never had any bad feelings towards him, but like, that's duck talk. Now I'm not. I wouldn't tell.
I think he's a good fighter. I just don't. I want to see him against Abdullah.
You don't even want to see that.
No,
you don't even want to see that.
Yeah.
Good left hand tempo. Okay, so we're in the 12th and final round. Will Terrence Farmer survive?
Like, you don't go in there and say, "Oh, because I have more followers." I'm like, who cares a fuck about that? Get in the fight. And that was a monster in there.
Oh, a clubbing left hand. Drops Zepeda, but they don't count it. They say Farmer cupped the shot. That could have been. Come on, Tevin, knock his ass out. Yo, if he left hand for Tevin. Yo, if Tevin Farmer knocks out Zepeda. Oh my God! Shit. Two big left hands from Farmer. I think Zepeda's hurt.
Rocky,
another one. 3 big left hands from Farmer.
Oh,
come on, Tevin.
Damn, he had it.
Oh my God! Please, Tevin, knock his ass off.
You got Philadelphia Rocky.
Oh my God!
Oh man,
3 punches down the middle of Tevin Farmer.
Yeah,
he doesn't have that pop, but hey,
no,
he can sit down some more.
Hit a couple more.
Dig deep, Tevin, dig deep. Zepeda's not even throwing that many punches.
Oh, he's hurt.
He's hurt.
Yeah, he hasn't recovered yet.
Good right hook from Tevin Farmer.
Crazy. If Farmer knocks him down, he don't get out.
Last minute here in round 12. Ooh, good body shot there from Tevin Farmer.
Zepeda's trying to survive.
Tevin is tired. I think he might punch himself out.
Yeah.
Last minute. Oh. Good luck, Tevin Farmer. Then a body shot. Oh, good left hand down the middle from Tevin Farmer. Yeah, Williams Pitt is the new Jaime Munguia. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
The E-word is coming, guys. Don't worry. You got 15 seconds. E-word is coming. Tevin Farmer is going to actually survive. He's going to go the distance.
Yeah.
You know, hey, you know what? Applause to Tevin Farmer.
Shout out to Philadelphia.
He didn't have a lot in this fight go right for him. Ring was a little small. Clearly had some hand problems. Didn't matter. He's still in the 12th round when things weren't going right for him. He had this guy hurt, and I don't think he won.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think he won, but he definitely gave a good fight. And listen, Williams Zepeda exposed by Tevin Farmer, big time. You know he won. You know he's gonna win.
He could have had him out in the 5th round.
This is not a good look.
No.
This is supposed to be. Like when this fight got made the first time. This was supposed to be a preparation fight for Shakur Stevenson. You can't even get past the preparation for Shakur Stevenson. How the fuck you meet Shakur Stevenson? How? It's not gonna happen. I saw Oscar pumping his fist. Oh yeah, the Oscar fist pump.
Yeah.
Oscar.
Yeah.
That's Oscar fist pump. He's gonna say. Yeah. Ready. You guys ready for the Oscar interview? He's gonna say. He's like. Tevin Farmer was a great fighter, and I think tonight Williams Pitt has showed that he's a star. He's a star. You gotta give the big eyes. He's a star. Shout out to my man Alex. For those of you guys who know Alex, the one that does live with us sometimes, he just texted me and he said he thought that this was a draw as well, and he considered this a win, considering that Tevin Farmer has a messed up hand.
Yeah. I don't want to see the third one.
I didn't score a draw. I don't think it was a draw, but I think Tevin definitely won 4 rounds.
Yeah, I don't want to see the fight.
He definitely won 4 rounds. I can find 4 rounds he won in this fight easily. And if I can find 4 rounds, there's probably a two swing rounds somewhere.
Yeah.
So I doubt he'll get a draw. Man, I hope they give a draw.
That'd be crazy.
And they need to do the trilogy at the 2300 arena in Philly.
You want to see that?
Yeah, I want to see this fight in the most ghettoest arena in Philadelphia. Yeah. Just what we need. And then on the undercard, I want Jalen Phillips versus Antoine Cobb 4. If you guys don't know that fight, do you know what that fight pops? Jalen Phillips versus Antoine Cobb. They're like these two guys who have they have like less than 6 fights. They're like
this guy.
I think that might be some guy from Zambia Promotions. Hyro says Zepeda bragged about being ranked number 1 at all the sanctioning bodies and chose WBC, and clearly he has been avoiding Shakur. Correct. Well, good fight. I ain't mad at it. But it was a good fight because of Farmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they fight a third time, he ain't gonna fight in Philadelphia. You couldn't knock him out with a small ring? No, I wanted in Philadelphia with the biggest ring possible. You gonna have to chase him. Get your track shoes on. That's his girl.
Man, you should focus on good boxing.
She's a good woman. When he lost, I forgot who he got beat up by somebody, and there's a very famous clip of him of his girl supporting him on the way out, consoling him. Nervous? Man, they're not gonna give this to Tevin Farmer.
God bless him.
Listen, I don't know why they're saying, oh, this is nervous. Listen, they're not gonna give it to Tevin.
Guys, they didn't try to make this fight. It was an exciting fight. That was
no, I liked it. It was a good fight, but
decent. It wasn't like
it was good because Tevin Farmer
showed me something different. I don't think I grade him high now. I see what
you shouldn't have been grading him high in the first place. I was like to tell you and Johnny.
Yeah.
Please give it to Tevin Farmer. I'll be gassed. Here come the scores, guys. One judge scored to the draw. Watch that 117, 111. Yep, okay. There's no way they're giving this to Farmer. Wow. They're gonna give it to Tevin? No way. Oh, of course. I mean, hey, fair play to the Mexican judges. I'm not sure. Like, they actually kind of scored this fight kind of fair.
Yeah.
I give it to them. There wasn't. They didn't have the 118, 110, 119, 120. Tevin thinks he got robbed. So, wow. But still, the fact that the Mexican judges were so frustrated with how that they were getting around to Tevin. They say, "Yo, what the hell is wrong with this guy?" They was getting around to Tevin. You barely beat Tevin in Mexico. You ain't beating Shakur. Shakur gonna stop him. One judge actually had it a draw.
Yeah.
Hyro said the Toronto Maple Leafs are better than Williams Pitt. I agree. And I don't even like the Maple Leafs. But here come the interviews, guys. Let's hear these interviews.
Congratulations. What a fight. What made it so difficult? Felicidades en esta pelea. ¿Qué haces?
They're having some technical difficulties. People are frying in the comments. How do you fight Terran Farmer twice and still not beat him convincingly?
Burning them.
To be fair, I mean, this is Tevin's third loss since he came back. Nobody like Raymond Murataya didn't beat him convincingly, and Zepeda hasn't beat him convincingly either. So he's not chopped liver here.
No.
Hold on.
I knew that he was going to start a little slow. It's a 12-round fight, but I knew that I had to do what I had to do to make sure I took the win. The first time, you mentioned that you were tested to your limit, your conditioning, your strategy, your fight plan.
That's not good if you test your limit.
En la primera pelea dijiste que todo se te puso a prueba. Tu condición física, tu plan de pelea y obviamente tus capacidades. ¿Qué se puso a prueba en esta vez?
And get him out of Tevin. He gonna say some crazy shit. He gonna say he got robbed. My man Lex looks like I got Brandon Moreno beating Zepeda. You know who Brandon Moreno is? He's that Mexican UFC fighter. That's crazy. I can't believe they actually did pretty fair scorecards.
We both gave the best show, and this time I'm just glad that we had the opportunity to fight. And with that being said, congratulations, great win, felicidades, una victoria espectacular. If I may bring Tevin Farmer over, Tevin.
Here's Tevin.
He was like crazy.
He's upset.
You know, he says, mucho respeto para Tevin Farmer, un gran peleador. He said, a lot of respect for Tevin Farmer. He's a great fighter. What do you have to say after 22 rounds?
Nothing against him either. He a fighter, he come in there, he don't look at the scorecard, so I have nothing against him. Like I told him, probably one of the toughest in the division because of his output. If you can't keep up with his output or you can't hurt him back, he will pressure you. So nothing about him.
Let's talk about your hand. Early in the fight, what happened?
It's pointless. We not talking about the hand. I'm sorry.
You don't want to talk about it?
Listen.
Good.
I have respect for the fighter. I have no respect for boxing. How many times I'm gonna call myself a comeback kid? How many times I'm gonna call myself 2 times, get opportunities, and don't get the advantage? I can't keep saying it, so I don't know what to say. I want to thank everybody that tuned in and watched. Whether you had Zepeda or myself, it was still a hell of a fight. I dominated all the last round, at least five of the last.
That's true.
The first five,
He closed the fight stronger. That's true.
I won the first. I probably won the. If I remember right, the fourth. He won second, third, and then after that I dominated.
I am going to say, my respects to you in that 5th round. Even your corner was asking you to take a knee, and you wouldn't.
Hell no, I'm taking anymore.
And then you came in the 6th round, perhaps the best round ever. What were you thinking?
I wasn't thinking nothing. I really don't care. I came to the boxing game at 18, 19 years old. I'm 16 amateur fights. I'm an overachiever. I'm competing with guys that started at 5 years old, 300 amateur fights, and I'm competing with the best. still top level, and I can't get the decision. I don't have a big promoter, so what the hell am I gonna do? You feel me? So at this point, I don't know what's gonna happen, and I'm seriously, because I can't keep going to camp and doing all this shit, and then not getting the decision, getting around. So I'm not gonna lie. The glass fight was supposed to be this fight.
The fight was extraordinary. Actually, 22 rounds of action. And congratulations to you, but more importantly to our audience that had the opportunity to see a great fight. Back to you, Corey.
Thank you so much, Claudia.
All right, so Tevin Farmer, he's clearly dejected. Let's see, anything else?
And obviously, Farmer, as the outline, Sergio, he's been through a lot in his career, and you can understand his mindset right now, thinking, hey, this is just
All right, so I think that's it for the interviews, but
Yeah.
listen, guys, your boy BT Brandon Taylor, True School Sports, live. Good to be live again. Listen, man, just to give some closing thoughts. Tevin Farmer was very dejected, and rightfully so. I mean, this is his third loss since he came back. I don't think he lost to Aaron Muratai. I even told Brad Goodman from Top Rank when he pressed me in New Mexico, that boy lost to Tevin Farmer. Right? I think he deserved. I don't know about this fight. I didn't score. You guys can see we were just chilling, having fun. But like I didn't score. But Tevin is right. He definitely closed the fight stronger. I thought Zepeda dominated early, and then once we got to like round 6, 7, on that time, his punch output decreased. He wasn't that same come forward volume puncher. So I think he's right. Like listen. I've been around training camps, so I know what they take from a fighter. You guys don't understand, these fighters, every training camp, even if the fight is easy, like even if they come on fight and they knock a guy out, like Norman against Cuevas, even a fight like that, don't even matter. The preparation that you have to go through to get to fight night, fighters will always leave a piece of themselves in training camp. And so he's dejected. He's like, look, man, I'm coming here. And he's not wrong. He came into boxing. He lost. I think he lost like 3 or 4 fights early in his career. Yeah. And then he had to continue taking all these tough fights. He lost he fought Jose Pedraza when he had like 7 fights. Jesus. Like this guy is an anomaly in boxing. For a fighter to start at 18, 17 years old, whatever you said, 18 years old, have no major backing, take all these losses in his career, then he won 10, 15 straight fights, became world champion. Then lost, and then took some time off. Took a couple years off. Came back, still fighting the top guys, still fighting Zepeda, Muratai, the top guys, and still competing with them.
Overachieving, like he said, I don't have a big promoter, so I'm taking what I can take. But at the same time, when fellow time comes, you have to decide what you want to do. You just want to continue putting your body through all that. I think he's gonna retire.
Yeah, so
because that's what basically he's saying. He's saying, I can't be doing this shit like all the time, get robbed.
In my opinion, right? Like in my opinion, like I'm not mad at him for he's I've always been high. He's gonna complain. He feels when he's gonna complain. My thing is, it's like at some point. This is why I always tell fighters. I tell people, I said, sometimes you need someone like me on your team. You got to tell you the truth. Like, bro, you're in Mexico. He's got a Shakur Stevenson fight. If you don't go out there and do some like Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez shit, you're not gonna get a decision.
You don't need to be told that. You should know that already.
I know, but sometimes these guys
if you're going to a different country, you should already know from being around boxing long enough what the outcome's gonna be, what they're gonna try to do. So you have to go in there and not leave it to the hands of the judges. Period. So he's been around. I think he's gonna retire.
I think honestly, he should, because this boxing game's unforgiving. He said it best. He don't got a promoter. This boxing game's unforgiving. So look, if he don't retire, there's whoever's the next young guy at lightweight, that they think is gonna do something. Yeah, they're gonna keep using him as long as he decides to stay around. Yeah. And unless you knock him out, the fight's close. He's not getting a decision. Yeah. He's gonna continue putting blemishes on his record that don't be there. I think he could look at his record now and look at his career for what he's accomplished, and he can hold his head very, very high.
That's what he's saying. He's not saying he's disappointed for it. He's just like saying like
to be honest, Pops, even though he was world champion, I've enjoyed Tevin Farmer in these fights that he's been losing more than the ones that he won. Yeah, I think he fought better.
He showed you a lot of heart. Represented Philadelphia well. If you see this fight, he could have just folded it right after the 5th round. He didn't do that.
So that being said, what's your thoughts on Zepeda now?
I don't think he's not as powerful as I thought he was. I never really watched. I think I watched a couple of fights from him, but not. I can't remember offhand right now. And it caught my attention. But damn, 12 rounds and you couldn't get this guy out. You had him out from the 5th round on. You had him. You didn't do it. But stay away. What we want to stay away from.
Does he beat Shakur?
I got nothing to say about Shakur, please.
Keyshawn Davis. Beat Keyshawn Davis?
No.
Does he beat? Would he beat Lamar Roach? I'm not gonna fight, but did he beat Lamar Roach?
No.
Okay. Oh, this is amazing. See, now y'all talking about what I want to talk about. All right, Nathan says Jin Sasaki. See, I'm so glad Jin did this because now people are gonna ask me about the fight. See, this is a fight I care about. I come here all the time. You know, you guys got these fights like these dudes at 35 who don't fight each other. That you got. Listen, this is a freaking fight I want to see, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, objectively, I think Brian Norman Jr. right now will probably stop Jin. Jin's defense is very leaky, but Brian, I don't think. Let me see. Cuevas, Santillan, Quentin Randall. Yeah, Brian's never fought anybody as athletic as Jin. He's never fought nobody as explosive as Jin. So I that's the intrigue of it all. It's a good fight. They both get hit a lot. And I think I've been saying it. I've been saying it for a long. I was saying it when I was in Japan.
Yeah.
I was saying it before I went to Japan. Brian Norman Jr. versus Jin Sasaki is one of the best fights in boxing. And I hold true to that. I don't care what you guys think about Jin. I don't care what you think about Brian Norman Jr. I know what I'm talking about. That is one of the best fights that can be made in any weight class in boxing. When I say best fights, I'm talking about in terms of excitement. Like, it's one of the most exciting fights. You might get 2 knockdowns in that fight. You might get a knockout piece.
It's gonna be a good fight.
It's that kind of fight, you know? Brian Norman got hit by Janelson Figueroa, right? He ain't punching like Jin. And Jin, his last fight, he fought the dude, he fought another dude named Sasaki. The guy's name he fought was Sasaki. Mm-hmm. And that dude, that dude was hitting him down the middle. He ain't got hit with no shit by Brian Norman. So I've seen enough of their fights to know that they're both vulnerable, but I know that they're both very explosive as well. Yeah. And I know their styles mesh. And I never said he's a killer. But Brian, listen, nobody at welterweight is a killer. Brian ain't a killer. Jin ain't a killer. Boots damn sure ain't a killer because he couldn't even kill off Karen. All right, Stanianis ain't no killer. Nobody has done anything at welterweight to establish themselves as a killer yet. So there's no killers. There's barely any killers anywhere in boxing. You know, you got to really establish that. Nobody at welterweight has proven themselves enough to be a killer. Now, maybe if they defend the belts a couple times, they show some damn consistency, then we can start calling a guy a killer. There's guys with killer potential, but nobody at 147 is a killer. Are you the double agent in this Sasaki versus Brian Norman? What do you mean double agent? I just want to see the fight. Let's get the fights. This is that for me. You guys say that for all those fights. This is that fight for me. This is one of those fights. If I made a list, if I told you guys the 5 fights I want to see in boxing the most, this fight would be like 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't be number 1 or number 2 because number 1 and number 2 are personal. But it'd be like number 3 or 4.
Yeah, for sure.
Tevin Farmer should move and fight Gary Anton Russell.
No.
You want him to get beat up? That's horrible.
I know.
It's crazy. What is he? Nah. Listen, Tevin had a good career, great career. You don't need to do that. But listen, guys, look. Pops is tired. I'm tired. 3 or 4 you're out of your mind. It's my list. What you mean? It's my list. How can I be out of my mind about there are fights that I want to see? It's not what I think are the best fights. Yeah. I think it is one of the best fights, but I'm saying it's my personal list of fights I want to see. How you gonna tell me about my own damn list? You know. But anyway, I'm not arguing with you. It's 12:42 at night. He gotta go. He gotta sleep. I gotta make a very important phone call. You guys take care. You be blessed. Like I say, and we'll be live again tomorrow. So see you on tomorrow's live. Like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.